Chapter 3152. There was no deep hatred between Gu Fei and the Chaos Demonic Rock Clan, so there was no need for him to have a life-and-death battle with the Chaos Demonic Rock Clan. After all, if he provoked this clan, even though he would be fine, the force that he had painstakingly built up in the Chaos Demon realm would probably be severely damaged. During this period of time, he had traveled in the Chaos Devil realm and had seen many things. Although the living beings in the Devil realm were demons, not all demons were vicious and evil. They would devour the souls of living beings to cultivate and increase their cultivation base. The massacre of countless living beings rarely happened in the Chaos Demon realm, unless it was like what happened to the Demon Eye of Annihilation previously, where it wanted to restore its cultivation as soon as possible. In fact, those powerful demons would not kill the common people unless it was a last resort and it was a matter of life and death. Of course, there were indeed some demons who relied on devouring the essence, chi, and spirit of living beings to cultivate, but such demons were in the minority after all. Gu Fei did not attack again. He had learned from the demonic rock lady what he wanted to know. There was something he needed among the primitive demons. The primitive demons were extremely ancient demons. In the entire Chaos Demon realm, there were only 3 lineages of demons that could be called primitive demons. There was no such lineage of demons in the East region, but there was one in the Central region. It was a force established by a descendant of the Extreme Demon Lord, and it was called the God Exterminating Demon Palace. This clan and the God Clan in the Ancestral God realm had an irreconcilable hatred. Their goal was to destroy the Ancestral God realm, so they were called the God Exterminating Demon Palace. The founder of the God Exterminating Demon Palace had a very ambitious goal. He actually wanted to destroy the Ancestral God realm, which was probably an impossible feat. It should be known that the God Clan in the Ancestral God realm was not weaker than the demons in the Chaos Demon realm. Otherwise, the demons in the Chaos Demon realm would have already destroyed the Ancestral God realm. At this time, the whole world was collapsing. The earth, water, fire, and wind were mighty. This part of the world was about to return to chaos. A terrifying aura of destruction filled every inch of the void. Fellow Taoist, please have mercy. The demonic rock lady had completely lost her temper. It had to be known that the primordial chaos power that erupted from the other party was extremely powerful. It sealed off the surroundings, and the void within a radius of 10,000 miles was extremely stable. Outside the scope of the primal chaos grand mist power, the 4 elements wildly rampaged about. Even the power that could destroy the heavens and extinguish the earth was unable to shake the primal chaos grand mist power. Even the power of demonic rock lady's demonic blood flag was blocked outside. The survival of the chaos demonic rock's ancestral land was in the hands of Gu Fei. As long as he willed it, he could completely erase the demonic palace from this world. If Gu Fei really destroyed the demon palace, then more than half of the Chaos Demon Rock race's inheritance would disappear. This was a loss that the Demon Rock Lady couldn't bear. I'm a man of my word. If you help me find what I want, I'll let you go. But you haven't found what I want yet. How do I know if the primitive demons have what I want? I have to see it with my own eyes. Gu Fei said calmly. The demonic rock lady was furious. However, she didn't dare to really anger Gu Fei. Old ancestor, the black-robed old man beside the demonic rock lady was very unwilling. This guy actually dared to threaten them. He really deserved to die. However, even though the black-robed old man was unwilling, there was nothing he could do. It should be known that even the old ancestor wasn't a match for this guy, so he was even less of a match for him. I'll help you keep this palace for now. Gu Fei thought for a moment. Without waiting for the demonic rock lady to speak, he directly waved his right hand. A chaotic divine light rushed out of his hand and instantly enveloped the palace below. In the next moment, the demon palace was directly sucked into a separate world. The demonic rock lady felt a powerful heaven and earth aura, which shocked her. This guy actually controlled a huge inner world. The chaos demonic rock race's ancestral land had actually been sucked into Gu Fei's inner world. At this time, on a mountain peak outside the immortal transformation lake in Gu Fei's inner world, a figure sitting cross-legged on the peak suddenly opened his eyes and looked up at the sky. In the distant sky, the void was trembling. A black mass of palaces was passing through the boundary between heaven and earth and entering this side of the world. Rumble. High up in the sky, the weather changed. The sun and moon lost their light. The huge palace emitted a monstrous demonic aura. As the demonic aura descended from the sky, the living beings below showed signs of being demonized. Roar. In the mountains, a ferocious beast was roaring. This ferocious beast had inhaled a trace of demonic aura. Pitch-black scales appeared on its body. Bone spikes rapidly grew out of the ferocious beast's back. Its head became extremely hideous and its claws became even sharper. A powerful demonic aura erupted from the ferocious beast's body. This ferocious beast was rapidly being demonized, turning into a hideous and terrifying monster. Swoosh. At this moment, a beam of sword light descended from the sky, cleaving the monster that was about to go berserk into two. Monsters that had been demonized by demonic aura would lose their minds and only know how to kill. Once they were allowed to go berserk, the countless living beings in this part of the world would suffer a calamity. Just as many living beings were being burned by the demonic flames, a powerful force appeared in this part of the world, suppressing all the demonic aura that was descending from the sky. A series of runes appeared in the void, heading towards the demon palace in the sky to seal it. At this moment, all the living beings in this part of the world were alarmed. Extremely powerful figures had appeared and were watching. In particular, near the immortal transformation lake, there were even a few extremely powerful divine wills that rushed out from the lake. Don't worry about it. Do what you need to do. Then, a voice appeared in this part of the world and spread throughout the world. At this moment, all the living beings that had been alarmed breathed a sigh of relief. At this moment, the demonic palace in the sky was suppressed. Then, it descended from the sky into a mountain range that was rarely visited by humans. Very soon, Gu Fei's inner world regained its calm. Just as the palace was being suppressed, the magic rock lady, who was in the outside world, saw that Gu Fei had actually stored his ancestral land into his inner world. She couldn't help but be astonished. The black-robed old man was already dumbfounded when he saw this. All right, if you help me find what I want, I will return your things to you untouched. Gu Fei only spoke to the magic rock lady after storing the palace in his inner world. The magic rock lady was both shocked and furious. She didn't know what to say for a moment. You win. After a while, the magic rock lady gritted her teeth and stared at Gu Fei as she uttered these three words. Am I? I don't think so. Gu Fei shrugged disapprovingly. The magic rock lady was completely speechless. Her pale face was flushed red because of Gu Fei. Put away your broken flag and come with me. Of course, it doesn't matter if you don't come with me. Gu Fei looked at the magic rock lady and smiled. Then, he directly raised his hand and blasted out a big hole in the void. The aura of the outside world immediately flowed in from the big hole. He didn't wait for the magic rock lady to speak. He directly took a step and walked out of this place that was about to be completely destroyed. Damn it! The magic rock lady had no other choice. Her ancestral land had been taken away by that abominable guy. Could she really leave without the ancestral land? That was simply impossible. The magic rock lady thought about it and stomped angrily. She directly rushed out of the big hole in the void with the black-robed old man and the heavenly demon blood flag protecting them. Just as the magic rock lady left this place completely collapsed with a bang. The power of the earth, water, fire, and wind raged and directly turned into chaos. The world would also be destroyed. Only when one was strong enough could he continue to live. Even if the world was destroyed, he could rebuild the world and become the master of the world. At this time, after leaving the dim world, the outside world was bright and sunny. When Gu Fei came out, the Golden Rock Lady, the mysterious demon mountain master, and the others were waiting outside. At this time, as the world in the depths of the earth collapsed, the entire antiquity relic was shaking. The ground sank and hideous cracks appeared. The aura of destruction came from the depths of the earth. The whole ground shook violently like a wave, and dust rose high into the sky. Seeing that Gu Fei broke the void and directly appeared in the sky above the antiquity relic, the Golden Rock Lady and the others hurriedly rushed over from afar. Let's go. Gu Fei waved at them and directly flew out of this uninhabited area. The Golden Rock Lady and the others hurriedly chased after him. At this time, the Magic Rock Lady had just rushed out of the void hole with the old man. Seeing that Gu Fei did not wait for her, she couldn't help but be angry. The Magic Rock Lady directly led the black-clothed old man and chased after Gu Fei. However, at this time, Gu Fei did not know that the situation in the western region of the Chaos Demon world was undergoing a shocking change. A super force in the central region directly attacked the mysterious Demon Mountain without any warning. That super force directly killed their way to the foot of the mysterious Demon Mountain with lightning speed. Rumble. The protective mountain formation was operating, blocking the countless experts of that force at the foot of the mountain. How dare you fight against the God Extermination Palace? You are simply courting death. At the foot of Black Demon Mountain, among the invading demon clan experts, an old man dressed in animal skin and holding an extra-large wolf tooth, Mace spoke to the experts on Black Demon Mountain with an incomparably ferocious tone. Outrageous. Bastards from the God Extermination Palace. If you are not the God Extermination Palace, what are you doing here? A voice came down from the mysterious Demon Mountain. The person who spoke was Demon Lord Luopong. You guys from the mysterious Demon Mountain colluded with the divine race. Everyone has the right to punish you. The tall old man said loudly. What? Chapter 3153. On a dark and windy night, the super force, the exterminating demon palace, attacked the foot of the mystic demon mountain at the speed of lightning. Luopong, Phoenix Sparrow Witch, and the others who stayed behind to guard Mystic Demon Mountain had no choice but to activate the mountain protecting formation to defend against the exterminating demon palace's attack. When will Master return? At this time, a powerful demonic expert roared in Mystic Demon Palace at the peak of Mystic Demon Mountain. Someone who dared to roar in Mystic Demon Palace was naturally not an ordinary person. This person was the Demonic Rock Emperor. There was no doubt that the Demonic Rock Emperor was powerful. His cultivation was definitely above Luopong and Phoenix Sparrow Witch. Even if Luopong and Phoenix Sparrow Witch joined forces, they would not be a match for the Demonic Rock Emperor. However, the Demonic Rock Emperor did not dare to do anything to Luopong and Phoenix Sparrow Witch. Once Master returned and found out about their internal strife, he would definitely not let them off lightly. The life and death of everyone subdued by Master was in the hands of Master. Even the Demonic Rock Emperor did not dare to provoke Master because once Master became angry, the consequences would be dire. You ask me? Who should I ask? Luopong said angrily. He was not afraid of the Demonic Rock Emperor. The people from the exterminating demon palace are not to be trifled with. The mountain protecting formation will most likely not last long. Once they attack, everyone will die. The Demonic Rock Emperor said angrily. The people from the exterminating demon palace hated the Divine Clan the most. Now that they had accused them of colluding with the Divine Clan, they naturally wanted to destroy Mystic Demon Mountain. We also know that, but Master has gone to the East region. Even if Master knows that we are under attack, he will not be able to return in a short time. Moreover, it is hard to say whether Master has received the news we sent. Phoenix Sparrow Witch said helplessly. No one could have imagined that the Black Demon Mountain would suddenly face such a crisis. After all, the strength of the Black Demon Mountain had reached its peak after the destruction of the Demonic Lake. However, just as Luopong and the others were feeling proud of themselves, the exterminating demon palace attacked. This made Luopong and the others shocked and angry. Boom! Right at this moment, a loud sound rang out. Then, the entire Black Demon Mountain shook. It was as if a supreme demonic cultivator was attacking the mountain-guarding Grand Formation. Sons of bitches of the Black Demon Mountain, quickly come out and accept your death. A furious roar rang out from the foot of Mystic Demon Mountain. The sound was like a great bell. Under the impact of the sound waves, ripples visible to the naked eye appeared in the surrounding void. Humph! When Luopong heard this, he immediately rushed out of the Black Demon Palace. He stood on a boulder and looked down the mountain. You again. When Luo Peng saw the person at the foot of the mountain attacking the mountain protecting formation, he couldn't help but be shocked and angry. That person was the old man wearing animal skin and holding an extra-large mace. This old man was extremely domineering. Blood was still dripping from the mace in his hand. "Little Luo Peng, do you dare to come out and fight?" The old man at the foot of the mountain also saw Luo Peng at the top of the mountain. He directly challenged Luo Peng, but Luo Peng remained unmoved. "I'll be waiting for you here. If you have the ability, then come and fight me." Luo Peng stared at the figure at the foot of the mountain and shouted, "Cowardly tortoise, cowardly as a mouse, do you deserve to be called a demon lord?" "What a joke." The old man wearing animal skin said loudly. His voice spread far and wide. All the cultivators on the entire mystic demon mountain could hear him. Even the cultivators around the mountain heard him. "Haha, you better save your breath. Provocation is useless against me." Luo Peng laughed. "Luo Peng, do you still recognize me?" At this time, a person walked out from behind the old man at the foot of the mountain. "You." When Luo Peng saw that person, he was instantly enraged. He wanted to jump down from the mountain and eat that person. Haha. When the person saw Luo Peng's angry expression, he couldn't help but laugh wantonly. "Demon Lu, you're not dead yet?" At this time, a figure walked out from the Black Demon Palace at the peak of Mystic Demon Mountain. This person was Phoenix Sparrow Witch. Behind her was Demon King Peng. The person who walked out from behind the old man at the foot of the mountain was Demon Lu, the Jinx. Wherever this guy went, there was basically no peace. He and Imo Kue could be said to be the Jinx of the western region of the Chaos Demon world. At this time, Demon Lu actually came to the foot of Mystic Demon Mountain with the people from the Exterminating Demon Palace. Could it be that all this was caused by this Jinx? Haha, the people of your Mystic Demon Mountain are not dead yet. I naturally have to live well. Demon Lu laughed. "Where is Imokue?" Demon King Peng suddenly said. Demon Lu and Imokue, these two Jinx, had always been inseparable. The two of them could be said to be gay. "Do you want to know where Imokue is?" "I won't tell you," Demon Lu said. "Very well, then I'll kill you first, then Imokue." Luo Peng was angry. This Demon Lu and Imokue definitely deserved to die. These two guys had been going against them everywhere. Now, they had even attracted the people from the Exterminating Demon Palace. These two guys were definitely a great trouble for Mystic Demon Mountain. Buzz. Then, the void vibrated. Luo Peng had actually activated the power of the protective mountain formation. A bright sword light immediately rushed out of the formation and pierced towards Demon Lu at the foot of the mountain. The cold sword chi spread out. Even a great demon Venerable level expert would feel his heart palpitate. The great protective formation of Black Demon Mountain was not only a defensive formation, but also a killing formation. The sword light that rushed out of the formation instantly pierced through the front of Lu Mo's body. What? Demon Lu did not expect Luo Peng to attack just like that. The speed of the sword light was extremely fast. It was too late for him to dodge. However, at this time, a mace suddenly stretched out from the side. Clang! The sword light directly collided with the mace. That ray of sword light was swift and fierce to the extreme. It actually directly pierced through the mace and the demonic body of Willow Demon. Demon Lu roared angrily and was directly sent flying. Demon blood dripped from the air. Damn it! At this time, the owner of the mace was furious. Luo Peng actually dared to injure Demon Lu in front of him. He was simply not taking him seriously. "What's so damn it? I've wanted to kill you for a long time." As Luo Peng spoke, he directly activated the killing formation. A series of clanging sounds immediately came from the killing formation. Peerless sword light condensed from the killing formation. What? When the old man at the foot of the mountain saw this, he could not help but be moved. The killing formation of Mystic Demon Mountain was not an ordinary killing formation. It was a powerful great demon Venerable level killing formation. Once this killing formation was activated, it was as if a peerless great demon Venerable had awoken from a deep sleep. Kill! At this time, Luo Peng roared angrily. He waved both his hands. Peerless sword light immediately rushed out of the killing formation and pierced towards the old man at the foot of the mountain. Every beam of sword light displayed supreme power. The stars in the sky trembled as if they were about to fall from the sky. The entire world was filled with cold sword chi. Even hundreds of thousands of miles away, the soaring sword light on Mystic Demon Mountain could be seen. At this moment, the old man at the foot of the mountain finally realized how terrifying this protective formation of the Black Demon Mountain was. The sword light hadn't even fallen yet, but he was already terrified. He couldn't even muster up any thoughts of resisting. At this time, the experts of the Palace of Destroying Gods and Demons at the foot of the mountain were all scared out of their wits. Some of them directly went limp on the ground, waiting for death. Just as the sword light fell like a demonic rainbow from the sky and was about to kill all the experts of the Palace of Destroying Gods and Demons at the foot of the mountain, a giant shield suddenly flew over from afar and directly enveloped the people of the Palace of Destroying Gods and Demons. The next moment, clanging sounds rang out like raindrops. Countless demonic rainbow-like sword light fell from the sky and instantly collided with the demon shield. The giant demon shield suddenly shook violently. Countless demonic patterns emerged on the demon shield and intertwined, forming a demonic diagram. The power of the great way of demonic path erupted from the demon shield and actually blocked the powerful sword light that fell from the sky. Seeing this scene, Luo Peng, who was at the top of Mystic Demon Mountain, was inexplicably shocked. It seemed that a great demon Venerable level expert had made a move. This was definitely not a good thing for them. Rumble, under the moonlight, a muffled sound like thunder came from the distant sky. Huge demon ships rushed over from the distant sky, and a terrifying demonic aura spread between heaven and earth. Those were the warships of the Palace of Destroying Gods and Demons. On each warship, there was a big flag with the word Destroy on it. The real main force of the Palace of Destroying Gods and Demons had arrived. Each of these warships was as huge as a demon island. There were as many as 12 such warships. It seemed that the Palace of Destroying Gods and Demons was serious about destroying Mystic Demon Mountain. Luo Peng stopped attacking. He stared nervously at the 12 warships coming from the opposite side. At this time, the people at the foot of the mountain breathed a sigh of relief. The demon shield also flew back and landed on the deck of a warship. It was taken away by a powerful demon shadow. Haha, Luo Peng, it's time for you to die. On a short mountain outside Mystic Demon Mountain, Demon Willow was laughing crazily. His demon body was pierced by the sword light of the killing formation. His chest was a bloody mess, but he did not die. Of course, although he survived, he suffered unimaginable injuries. As he laughed, he kept coughing up blood. You're not dead even after that. You're really something. Luo Peng was very surprised to see that Demon Willow was still alive after being hit by his sword. It should be known that even a great demon Venerable would die after being hit by the sword light of the killing formation. However, Demon Willow was only injured and not dead. At this time, the 12 warships stopped in the sky. Powerful figures immediately appeared on the warships. It seems that we really can't escape this time. Seeing the formation of the Palace of Destroying Gods and Demons, Demon Emperor Peng could not help but change his expression. Chapter 3154. Under the night sky, 12 warships quietly stopped high in the sky. The whole world was shaking, and every warship emitted a terrifying aura that could collapse the sky. The stars in the sky were shaking, as if they were about to fall from the sky. Powerful figures constantly walked out of the warships, and every figure emitted a shocking demonic power. The most powerful demonic power was vast and mighty. Seeing this scene, Luo Peng, the Demon Emperor, and the others on the peak of Mystic Demon Mountain couldn't help but be shocked. How could they resist such a large-scale invasion? Each of the 12 warships probably had the ability to directly break through the mountain-guarding formation of Mystic Demon Mountain. This time, they were really doomed. Destroying Demon Palace, you've gone too far. My Mystic Demon Mountain has no enmity with you. So why are you attacking my Mystic Demon Mountain? Luo Peng roared. Luo Peng, you'd better accept your death. At this time, an old voice came from the opposite warship. The old man holding the mace at the foot of the mountain had already boarded the warship. Don't be arrogant in front of me. If my master comes back, he can kill all of you with a raise of his hand." Luo Peng sneered. He knew that the destroying demon palace definitely wouldn't let him go today. Otherwise, they wouldn't have sent such a powerful force to attack Mystic Demon Mountain. The exterminating God Demon Palace was determined to destroy the Black Demon Mountain. "Haha, let's talk about it when your master comes back." "I don't think he'll come back." A voice came from behind the old man on the warship. Then, a figure walked out. This person was Demon Lu. Although Demon Lu was seriously injured, he didn't die. His face was as pale as paper, and there was a bloody hole in his chest. The bloody hole was still oozing blood. The old ancestor has taken action. No matter how powerful your master is, there's only one end for him, and that is death. At this time, a black-haired middle-aged man walked out from the other warship. This middle-aged man was tall and had a majestic gait. An imposing aura spread out from his body. "Ha!" The demon emperor, who had been silent all this time, suddenly laughed. "What are you laughing at?" The expression of the middle-aged man standing on the bow of the warship immediately darkened. He stared at the demonic rock emperor on the peak of Black Demon Mountain with a bloody light flickering in his eyes. "I'm laughing at your idiocy. I don't know whose slanderous words you heard, but you actually dared to come here to court death." Devil Rock Emperor laughed heartily. "What did you say? I think you've been scared, silly. If we want to destroy your Black Demon Mountain, it'll be as easy as flipping our hand." The middle-aged man said coldly. As if to prove the middle-aged man's words, the 12 battleships hovering high in the sky released the power of the entire sky at the same time. The entire world seemed as if it was about to collapse. The stars in the sky kept exploding like dazzling fireworks. The void within a radius of millions of miles was enveloped by the demonic aura that burst out from the 12 warships. The 12 warships had sealed off the entire area, making it impossible for anyone to escape. Not even the great demon Venerable could do that. What's the point of saying so much to these ants? Just kill them. On one of the warships, a black-clothed old man walked out and said, "Yes, seventh ancestor," the middle-aged man said respectfully. He then glanced at the demonic rock emperor on Black Demon Mountain and said, "You heard it. My seventh ancestor said that it's time for you ants to die. Let's do it," the middle-aged man directly ordered. Then, a monstrous demonic light rushed out from the 12 warships. A killing formation was activated, and the 12 warships formed a terrifying killing formation. Rumble. The void trembled. Countless formation patterns rushed out from the warships and were imprinted in the void. Roar. A terrifying demonic shadow emerged from the killing formation, emitting terrifying demonic aura. It was a ferocious demon that was as huge as a mountain. Seeing this scene, all the experts on the peak of Black Demon Mountain were extremely shocked. The demonic shadow made their hearts palpitate, and even their souls trembled. How is this possible? Using a formation to attract the projection of a distant ancestor? The demonic rock emperor was extremely shocked. This method was too shocking. How could someone from the exterminating demonic palace do such a thing? What did you say? Luo Peng, Phoenix Sparrow Witch, and the others were stunned. This kind of thing only appeared in legends. It was impossible for it to happen in reality. Using the power of a formation to guide and condense the projection of a distant ancestor. This kind of method had only appeared in a distant era. Could it be that the distant ancestor of the exterminating demonic palace is still alive? Phoenix Sparrow Witch said, "Who knows?" Luo Peng said impatiently. They were now facing a great disaster. The huge demonic shadow that appeared in the void directly slammed its claw down on the peak of Black Demon Mountain. The huge demonic claw directly broke the mountain-protecting great formation of Black Demon Mountain and fell on the heads of Luo Peng and the others. This time, it's really over. Luo Peng and the others were in despair. Haha. On the warship, demonic Lu couldn't help but laugh crazily when he saw this scene. Black Demon Mountain was finally going to be erased from this world. Demonic Lu had never encountered any setbacks since his debut. The only time was when he fell on Black Demon Mountain. This was his humiliation. He swore that he would not rest until he destroyed Black Demon Mountain. At this time, He was finally going to get what he wanted. Haha, go to hell. Demonic Lu seemed to have fallen into madness. The other people on the warship were also laughing. They had obtained great benefits by destroying Black Demon Mountain. The reason why the exterminating demonic palace wanted to attack Black Demon Mountain was naturally for a purpose. Although Lumo's cultivation wasn't much, the force behind Lumo was not weaker than the exterminating God Demon Palace. Naturally, Lumo had promised them great benefits in order to get the exterminating God Demon Palace to dispatch the 12 demon warships. The 12 demon warship was the ultimate weapon of the exterminating demonic palace. When the 12 warships were linked together, they could form a projection that could summon the distant ancestor. A projection of a distant ancestor was definitely extremely powerful. It should be known that the distant ancestor of the exterminating demonic palace was a supreme demonic ancestor. In the distant past, the distant ancestor of the exterminating demonic palace was famous in the chaotic demonic realm. A projection of a supreme demonic ancestor was naturally extremely powerful. To be precise, the so-called projection was actually similar to an avatar, but it was different. This was because the projection did not have the will of the original body, while the avatar had the independent consciousness of the original body. At this time, when the demonic claw of the projection of the supreme demonic ancestor was about to hit the peak of Black Demon Mountain, a person suddenly walked out of the Black Demon Palace at the peak of Black Demon Mountain. What? How is this possible? Chapter 3155. In the sky above the Black Demon Mountain, the 12 demon warships of the exterminating demon palace emitted countless demonic inscriptions and formed a peerless killing formation. When this killing formation was activated, it actually condensed a projection of the exterminating demon palace's distant ancestor. The projection of the distant ancestor was extremely powerful. It wanted to destroy the Black Demon Mountain with one attack. The huge demonic claw directly broke the mountain-guarding formation of the Black Demon Mountain and slammed down on the peak of the mountain. If the attack of the projection of the exterminating demon palace's distant ancestor really hit the Black Demon Mountain, it could directly blast the Black Demon Mountain into pieces. Just as Demon Willow was laughing crazily, he thought that Luo Peng and the others were definitely going to die this time. After all, the exterminating demon palace's distant ancestor was the Extreme Path Demon Lord. Even if it was just a projection of the Extreme Path Demon Lord, it was enough to kill a great demon Venerable. However, just as everyone thought that the Black Demon Mountain would become history, a figure suddenly walked out from the Black Demon Palace at the peak of the Black Demon Mountain. When Luo Peng and the others saw that figure, they were extremely shocked. Master? Luo Peng's voice trembled. The figure directly stretched out his right hand and slapped upwards. Boom! A huge hand instantly collided with the demonic claw that slammed down from the sky. The two supreme powers exploded out, forming a terrifying destructive storm that swept out in all directions. Even the 12 demon warship was shaken by it. What? How is this possible? On the demon warships, everyone who saw this scene was extremely shocked. There was actually someone on the Black Demon Mountain who could contend with the projection of the distant ancestor? It's him? At this time, Demon Willow on the demon warship was stunned. He recognized the person who made the move. That person was Gu Fei, the true master of the Black Demon Mountain. In front of this person, the Black Demon Mountain Master was trash. Oh no, why is he here? Isn't he in the East region? Demon Willow could not help but feel a little uneasy when he saw Gu Fei appear at the peak of the Black Demon Mountain. Master, the Phoenix Sparrow Demoness and the Devilrock Emperor were incomparably excited. This time, they were saved. However, they soon discovered that this wasn't Gu Fei's real body, but a clone. It turned out that when Gu Fei left Mystic Demon Mountain, he left behind a doppelganger to guard Mystic Demon Mountain. At the critical moment of life and death for Mystical Demon Mountain, Gu Fei's doppelganger finally took action. He directly blocked the attack of the demonic shadow and saved Luo Peng and the others. Sure enough, Mystic Demon Mountain is colluding with the God Clan. This person doesn't have any demonic energy on him. He is definitely from the God Clan. Mystic Demon Mountain should be punished for their actions. A loud shout came from the leading warship of the 12 demon warships. Mystic Demon Mountain colluded with the God Clan? Hearing those words, the countless demons were shocked to the extreme. Colluding with the celestial race was a huge taboo in the primal chaos demon plane. This would incur the wrath of the masses. The consequences of colluding with the god race were very serious. Your god-destroying demon palace colluded with the god clan and attacked my mystic demon mountain for no reason. Are you going to destroy my mystic demon mountain for the god clan? Luo Peng said angrily. His voice spread far and wide. Did the god-destroying demon palace want to put the blame of colluding with the god clan on his head? It was simply a dream. On Mystic Demon Mountain, Luo Peng was the most eloquent person. If Luo Peng's mouth were to spit, it would be absolutely terrible. He could even say that the false was true. Obviously, the person from the god-destroying demon palace was far inferior to Luo Peng in this aspect. It was just the beginning, but Luo Peng had already seized the momentum and suppressed him. It was impossible for him to reverse the situation. Soon, Luo Peng's scolding made the other party speechless and unable to reply. The Phoenix Sparrow Demoness and the demonic Rock Emperor could not help but smile bitterly and shake their heads. If Luo Peng's cultivation and battle prowess were 1/10 of his eloquence, they were afraid that these bastards from the god-destroying demon palace would have already fled in all directions. At this time, high up in the sky, Gu Fei's clone was fighting with the projection of the extreme path demon ancestor. The powerful fluctuations of power were vast and mighty in all directions. The entire Mystic Demon Mountain was shaking. If it were not for the protection of the formation, Mystic Demon Mountain would have already collapsed. Rumble. The 12 demon warship was shaking, and endless demonic light was emitted from it. The experts of the demons on the warship were desperately activating the killing formation. Once the killing formation was broken, the consequences would be unimaginable. Gu Fei's clone was extremely powerful, and it could also use the 9 secrets of the immortal path. This was also the reason why Gu Fei's clone could contend with the projection of the extreme path demon ancestor. After all, Gu Fei's clone was not Gu Fei's original body. There was a huge difference in cultivation and battle prowess between his clone and his original body. Gu Fei's clone could only use the secret skill of ascension to unleash all of his potential, causing his battle prowess to soar to a level that even he himself did not expect. The secret skill of ascension had a time limit. He had to kill all the invading enemies within the limited time. Sky-covering palm. Gu Fei's clone used the sky-covering palm right away. The huge palm covered the entire heaven and earth, and a terrifying power erupted, forcing the projection of the extreme path demon ancestor to retreat. However, the projection of the extreme path demon ancestor was also extremely powerful. The demonic figure inhaled and swallowed the sky-covering palm that was coming at him. Transform for me. Gu Fei's clone used the secret skill of the 9 secrets of the immortal path, None. The power of the secret skill spread from his body, and the demonic figure immediately dimmed. The countless demonic patterns that were imprinted in the void were destroyed. What? The black-robed old man on the leading warship could not help but be shocked when he saw this. There was actually someone who could destroy the formation patterns of the killing formation. How was that possible? The power of the secret skill of the nun that spread from Gu Fei's clone destroyed a small portion of the formation patterns, which shocked the big shots of the exterminating demon palace. Due to the destruction of a small portion of the formation patterns, the projection of the ancestor formed by the killing formation became even more blurry and dim. Disappear. Gu Fei's clone roared and used the secret skill of the nun with all his might. The demonic figure immediately disappeared into the void, along with countless demonic patterns. Oh no! When the experts from the god-exterminating demon palace on the 12 demon warships saw this scene, they were shocked. A towering demonic light burst from the warship, and an extremely terrifying demonic aura burst from the warship. A demonic figure appeared from the demonic light. There was a demonic figure on every warship. In fact, there was a complete demonic formation set up on every warship. The 12 demon warships were independent warships, but they were also a whole. Chapter 3156. Gu Fei's doppelganger made up his mind. He knew that if he didn't act ruthlessly and attacked with all his might, he would be the one to be killed. This killing formation was really strong. He only had one chance. If he couldn't break this killing formation in one blow, Mount Mystical Demon would not be able to hold on. As a matter of fact, he had already informed his main body of the news that Mystical Demon Mountain was under attack when these guys attacked it. However, to everyone's surprise, the people from the Exterminating Demon Palace actually went to stop Gu Fei's main body. That person was the second ancestor of the Exterminating Demon Palace. The Exterminating Demon Palace had 7 great demon ancestors. These 7 great demon ancestors were all extremely powerful existences. They had all lived for countless years and were existences that had achieved the Tao since ancient times. In the eyes of Lu Mo and the others, the second ancestor of the Exterminating Demon Palace naturally overestimated Gu Fei. It was like using a sledgehammer to kill a chicken. These existences that had achieved the Tao since ancient times were the existences that stood at the peak of the entire Chaos Demon realm. They were the strongest demonic experts. What great demon venerables! In front of these existences at the level of demon ancestors, they were as weak as ants. The cultivation and combat strength of the demon ancestors were infinitely close to that of the supreme demon ancestors. In Lu Mo's eyes, Gu Fei was only at the level of a great demon venerable. At this time, heaven and earth collapsed and were annihilated. Everything disappeared and was directly melted. Endless demonic patterns dissipated in the void like smoke. Gu Fei's doppelganger used the secret skill of rising to heaven with all his strength, pushing the power of the secret word, nothing, to a height that made his heart palpitate. The whole world seemed to be melted away. The power of the secret word, nothing, one of the 9 secrets of the immortal path, was really terrifying. It could turn everything in the world into nothingness. The entire killing formation began to collapse under everyone's horrified gazes. Everything was directly obliterated, leaving nothing behind. Gu Fei's clone was truly exhausted. He was even burning his origin energy. Like this, his battle prowess would increase once again, and he would break through his limits. However, even if he succeeded in breaking through the formation, he would probably be heavily injured. Gu Fei's doppelgangers were not incarnations. If an incarnation was destroyed, then so be it. However, doppelgangers were different. Doppelgangers were existences with flesh and blood. They could also improve their cultivation and combat power through cultivation. To a certain extent, although the clone and the main body had a subordinate relationship, they were relatively independent. Retreat. Retreat quickly. At this time, an anxious roar came from the leading warship high up in the sky. The 7th ancestor of the Exterminating God Demon Palace could no longer sit still and directly rushed out of the cabin. Kill. He directly soared into the air from the deck and waved his hand. A halo immediately flew out from his hand. It was a demonic ring that exuded a heart-palpitating demonic aura. The demonic ring emitted a terrifying demonic might and directly smashed towards Gu Fei's clone. However, when the demonic ring rushed into the void enveloped by the power of the secret word, nothing, the monstrous demonic light emitted by the demonic ring immediately dimmed. What? The 7th ancestor's blood-red eyes narrowed at the sight of this. The power of the secret technique that his opponent was using was so shocking that it could even dissolve the demonic power erupting from his demonic ring. Although the demonic light on the demonic ring dimmed, it still broke through the power of the secret word, nothing, and smashed towards Gu Fei's clone. However, the demonic light on the demonic ring dimmed as it approached Gu Fei's clone. In the end, the demonic light disappeared and the demonic patterns on the demonic ring were obliterated. When the demonic ring was less than 3 feet away from Gu Fei's clone, it was finally turned into a piece of scrap metal by the mighty power of the secret word, nothing, on Gu Fei's clone. Less than a foot away from Gu Fei's clone, it turned into dust and disappeared into the void. This, on the warship, the 7th ancestor of the Exterminating God Demon Palace could not help but be dumbfounded when he saw this. The demonic weapon that he had refined for countless years had actually been destroyed by this unknown fellow just like that. At the moment when the demonic ring was destroyed, the 7th ancestor's body swayed and a drop of demonic blood seeped out from between his eyebrows. The divine imprint that was attached to the demonic ring had been obliterated, causing him to suffer a great impact. At this time, the 12 warships moved at the same time and retreated. One of the warships was too close to Gu Fei's clone and was affected by the power of the secret word, nothing. The demonic light protecting the warship immediately dimmed. The next moment, the demonic light protecting the warship collapsed and was instantly enveloped by the power of the secret word, nothing. Then, the warship directly disintegrated in the void. Countless experts of the demons on the warship were disintegrated by the power of the secret word, nothing. Their bodies and souls were destroyed. What? The seventh ancestor almost spat out a mouthful of blood when he saw this scene. One of the 12 warships was actually destroyed by his own hands. How was he going to explain this to the palace lord when he returned? On the other hand, Luopong and the others at the peak of the mystical demon mountain were both surprised and overjoyed. The combat strength of their master's clone was so strong that it was far beyond their expectations. The power of the secret word, nothing, spread out, and everything within 1,000 miles of the mystical demon mountain was disintegrated by the power of the secret word, nothing. It was impossible for the remaining 11 warships to form the killing formation again. However, the guys from the God-exterminating labyrinth did not leave. Set up the 10 ultimate God-slaughtering formation. The seventh ancestor of the God-exterminating demon palace roared and ordered everyone in the God-exterminating demon palace. It was impossible to set up the killing formation that summoned the projection of the distant ancestor. However, they still had a killer move. Boom! In the next instant, the heaven and earth trembled as 10 balls of demonic light appeared in the heaven and earth. Within each ball of demonic light, there were countless demonic marks weaving together. After that, the demonic light exploded, and countless demonic marks were imprinted in the void, instantly forming a huge formation. A killing formation with monstrous murderous intent. A total of 10 killing formations appeared in the sky, and each of them emitted a terrifying aura. It was as if 10 supreme demonic cultivators had appeared in the sky. It could be seen that the 10 killing formations connected into one, sealing up the black demon mountain town. The mighty power of the secret word, nothing, that spread out from Gu Fei's clone was unexpectedly blocked by the 10 killing formations. How was this possible? You destroyed my warship. You deserve to die. The seventh ancestor roared. The 12 demon warships were the great killing weapons of the God-exterminating demon palace, but now, this great killing weapon was destroyed in his hands. This made him go crazy. Under the control of the seventh ancestor, the 10 demonic formations obliterated the figure in the sky above the mystical demon mountain. The 10 demonic formations sealed the entire void. Gu Fei's clone had no place to hide and was trapped in the 10 demon formations. The immortal demonic light that spread out from the 10 demon formations could not even completely obliterate the power of the secret word, nothing. This made Gu Fei's clone inexplicably shocked. This is bad. When Luopong and the others at the peak of the mystical demon mountain saw this scene, they became anxious again. Were these guys from the God-exterminating demon palace really going to fight until both sides suffered? The demonic rock emperor and the others knew that Gu Fei's clone also had a trump card. If the other side pushed too hard, it would end in a lose-lose situation. I didn't expect the person behind the mystical demon mountain to be so powerful. A mysterious figure loomed in the sky thousands of miles away. The people from the God-exterminating demon palace had directly killed their way to the mystical demon mountain. Such a big event naturally alarmed the entire cultivation world of the western region. Even the cultivation world of the central region was alarmed. It should be known that the God-exterminating demon palace was a superpower in the central region. Every move of the God-exterminating demon palace was watched by countless people. This time, the God-exterminating demon palace suddenly attacked the mystical demon mountain. Could there be some secret behind this? Someone guessed. It should be known that the God-exterminating demon palace had mobilized something like the 12 demon warships, which was enough to prove that the God-exterminating demon palace really wanted to destroy the mystical demon mountain. Could it be that guy Luomo? The people from the Falling Moon demonic palace seem to have guessed something. The power behind Luomo was also not to be underestimated. Perhaps only he could ask the people from the God-exterminating demon palace to take action because the power behind Luomo had formed a marriage alliance with the God-exterminating demon palace. This was a major event that had happened in the chaos demonic realm in recent years. The two superpowers had formed an alliance. This could definitely affect the situation of the entire chaos demonic realm. The god-exterminating demon palace had invaded the western region in a high-profile manner to destroy the mystical demon mountain. Behind this, the higher-ups of the god-exterminating demon palace wanted to take advantage of this opportunity to extend their influence into the western region. At that moment, the power of the 10 extinction god slaughtering formation erupted and kept increasing. It was as if it was about to refine the whole world. The power of this super-killing formation seemed to be even more powerful and terrifying than the 12 demon warships killing formation. This was because this killing formation seemed to have no flaws at all. It was difficult to break. Moreover, the power of the secret word Wu that came out of Gu Fei's clone could only protect the mystical demon mountain. It seemed impossible to break the formation. He actually used the supreme demon bone to suppress the formation eye. No wonder. Gu Fei's clone sensed the aura of the supreme demon ancestor. Within the 10 extinction god slaughtering formation, there was actually the aura of the supreme demon ancestor. It was not without reason that the power of the secret word Wu was suppressed. The reason was that Gu Fei's clone was not strong enough. If Gu Fei's clone was strong enough, the power of the secret word Wu could directly obliterate the supreme demon bone and directly break the 10 extinction god slaughtering formation. If I still can't destroy the mystical demon mountain like this, how can I go back and face my brothers? When the 7th ancestor saw that Gu Fei's clone could actually block the 10 extinction god slaughtering formation, he could not sit still anymore. He began to use his magical power to guide the power of the supreme demon bone that was suppressing the formation eye. Soon, 10 immortal demon lights appeared under the night sky. It was as if 10 demon suns had appeared in the sky above the mystical demon mountain. The mighty supreme demon might made countless people tremble. Chapter 3157. This night was destined to be a sleepless night for countless living beings in the western region of the Chaos Demon Realm. The terrifying demonic aura spread for thousands of miles, and countless living beings were panicking to the extreme. It was as if a supreme demonic ancestor had awakened from a deep slumber. In the sky above the mystic demon mountain, 10 balls of demonic light shone brightly. In each ball of demonic light, there was a piece of pitch-black bone floating. Some of the bones were as big as a small mountain, while some were very small, like a finger bone. However, whether it was the bones as big as a hill or the bones as small as a finger bone, they were all emitting the terrifying aura of a supreme demonic ancestor. This was a sign that the demonic power contained in the extreme demonic bone was being guided out. Oh no! Gu Fei's doppelganger could not help but be shocked by the mighty demonic aura. It seemed like the other party was going to go all out, and he had to show his trump card. Otherwise, the 10 balls of demonic light would directly obliterate him, and he would die. Although Gu Fei's doppelganger was only a doppelganger, he did not want to die. At this time, the experts on the Black Demon Mountain were all extremely terrified. Even the powerful demon Emperor Peng's soul was trembling at this moment. The others had already collapsed to the ground, trembling all over. Haha, you're still not dead this time? On the demonic warship that had already retreated far away, Demonic Willow laughed crazily. The 10 ultimate god-slaying formation was one of the trump cards of the exterminating god's demon palace, especially when it was activated by the power of the extreme demonic bone. The power of the extreme demonic bone was guided out by the 7th ancestor, and the power of the 10 ultimate god-slaying formation was raised to the limit. 10 balls of demonic light froze the void between heaven and earth. The supreme demonic aura was vast and mighty, and all living beings in the western region could feel this terrifying aura. Die! The 7th ancestor roared ferociously. Then, the 10 balls of demonic light froze in the sky, directly descended from the sky. The terrifying demonic power of the extreme demonic bone fell from the sky and obliterated everything. Facing this scene, Gu Fei's doppelganger was still very calm. However, at this time, Luo Peng and the others who were at the peak of the mystical demon realm were already scared out of their wits. They thought that they were dead for sure. After all, this was an extreme demonic power. Who could resist it? Unless Tsang-Ke, the supreme god ancestor, came back in time, otherwise, who could break the 10 ultimate deity slaying formation and save them? It's finally over. The mystic demon mountain will become a thing of the past. Far in the sky, a powerhouse of the demons said such words. The power of the god-exterminating demon palace's 10 ultimate god-slaughtering array was so strong that even an existence at the level of a demon ancestor would be annihilated. No one was optimistic about Mystic Demon Mountain. After the exterminating god demon palace destroyed the Black Devil Mountain, the exterminating god demon palace would be able to compete with the falling moon demon palace in the western regions and successfully incorporate the western regions into their sphere of influence. This was the ambition of the demon exterminating palace. Rumble. The void of heaven and earth enveloped by the 10 ultimate god-slaying formation began to crumble and be annihilated. The extreme demonic power obliterated everything. The Black Demon Mountain was shaking. When the 10 balls of demonic light fell, nothing would exist anymore. Sigh. All right. Gu Fei's doppelganger sighed. It seemed that he had no choice but to use his trump card. Humph, accept your death obediently, and you will suffer less pain. The 7th ancestor said coldly. He sat cross-legged on top of the 10 balls of demonic light. Countless formation patterns appeared in the void around him. He was the master of this ultimate killing formation. At this moment, he was like a real ruler who could decide anyone's life and death. He was obsessed with the feeling of having supreme power in his hands. Of course, he rarely had such a chance. The 10 ultimate god-slaughtering formation was the trump card of the demon exterminating palace. It could not be used casually. Moreover, even if it was used, it did not necessarily have to be controlled by the 7th ancestor. Humph. Wanna kill me? You can't. Gu Fei's doppelganger said disdainfully. Then, a domineering saber light suddenly rushed out of his body and shot up into the sky. It directly broke through the demonic light in the sky and slashed towards the demonic shadow sitting high up in the sky. The saber light broke through the extreme demonic power directly. The 10 balls of demonic light in the sky were all shocked at the same time. What? The 7th ancestor, who was sitting cross-legged in the 10 ultimate god-slaughtering formation, was really shocked. The saber light that suddenly rushed out of his opponent's body was too domineering, and even the heavens paled in comparison. The saber light instantly slashed in front of the 7th ancestor. Wherever the saber light passed, countless demonic patterns were directly cut down. This kind of power was too strong and indestructible. Swoosh! The saber light flashed by. The 7th ancestor's eyes widened and his eyeballs bulged out. The expression on his face froze. The saber light passed through his body and directly broke through the 10 ultimate god-slaughtering formation. It rushed into the starry sky and directly destroyed the stars. Seeing this scene, everyone was stunned. Such a powerful blade made the souls of existences at the level of the demon ancestor tremble. He actually broke through the 10 ultimate god-slaughtering formation. How is this possible? Far in the sky, all the experts from the demon exterminating palace who saw this scene on the demon warship were stunned. Everyone was dumbfounded and could not believe it. Extreme strength, how dare you? Demon Lu, you dare to trick us? On the demon warship, someone roared in anger. At this time, in the 10 ultimate god-slaughtering formation, the 7th ancestor who was sitting cross-legged in the eye of the formation suddenly had a crack appear on his forehead. Then, his entire body directly turned into a cloud of blood mist, his body and soul destroyed. 7th ancestor. A cry of surprise came from the demon warship. The 7th ancestor was actually dead. This was something that no one could have imagined. The 7th ancestor of the demon exterminating palace was dead. Everyone from the demon exterminating palace felt like the sky had collapsed. The death of the 7th ancestor would definitely cause a huge uproar in the demon exterminating palace. Thinking of the consequences of the 7th ancestor's death, even Demon Lu's forehead was sweating. No one thought that the situation would change so quickly. They thought that after the demon exterminating palace used the 10 ultimate god-slaughtering formation, it would be absolutely easy to destroy the Black Demon Mountain. Because the 7th ancestor used the extreme demon bone, that was an extreme strength that could destroy everything. However, The opponent could also use the extreme strength, and the extreme strength of the opponent was much stronger than the power of the 10 ultimate god slaughtering formation. This was something that the 7th ancestor of the demon exterminating palace could never have imagined. The consequences of underestimating one's opponent were very serious. The 7th ancestor paid the price with his life. An old ancestor who had lived for countless years died just like that. At this time, the saber light that slashed into the depths of the starry sky disappeared from everyone's sight. Although the peerless saber light that rushed out from Gu Fei's doppelganger had broken the 10 ultimate god slaughtering formation, the 10 balls of demonic light in the sky still suppressed down from the sky. Chapter 3158. Rumble. 10 balls of demonic light descended from the sky and landed directly on the mystic demon mountain. Terrifying demonic power erupted, and wherever the demonic light passed, everything was obliterated. What? Countless experts of the demon clan on the mystical demon mountain were shocked to the extreme when they saw this scene. It seemed that although they had killed the 7th ancestor of the exterminating celestial demon palace, they still hadn't completely broken the 10 ultimate deity slaughtering formation. Gu Fei's doppelganger was still very calm in the face of the 10 balls of demonic light descending from the sky. He stared at the incoming demonic light with a sneer at the corner of his mouth. In the next moment, when the 10 balls of demonic light were about to land, Gu Fei's doppelganger's body suddenly vibrated. Then, the shadow of an ancient cauldron rushed out from his body and instantly became bigger than a mountain, enveloping the entire mystic demon mountain. The 10 balls of demonic light directly bombarded the ancient cauldron shadow and were all blocked by the ancient cauldron shadow. An extreme force immediately erupted from the ancient cauldron shadow and directly shook off the 10 balls of demonic light. The demonic light dissipated. Countless formation patterns dissipated in the void. At this time, the 10 ultimate deity slaying formation was finally broken. The 10 pieces of extreme demonic bones turned into 10 balls of demonic light, broke through the void and flew away, disappearing in the blink of an eye. After the 10 pieces of extreme demonic bones escaped, the ancient cauldron shadow that rushed out from Gu Fei's doppelganger also dissipated in the void as if it had never appeared. Everyone was dumbfounded. No one had expected such an ending. Although the master went to the eastern region, he left behind a backup plan. At this time, at the peak of the mystic demon mountain, Luo Peng and the others felt like they had just survived a disaster. Although Gu Fei had gone to the eastern region, he had left behind a doppelganger. This doppelganger was not simple. There were several extreme forces sealed in the doppelganger's body. At a critical moment, the doppelganger could release the seals and release these extreme forces to kill the enemy. Therefore, the people from the exterminating god-demon palace were unlucky, especially the 7th ancestor, who died a very unjust death. Just as the 7th ancestor was killed by the peerless sword light, a soft explosion came from an ancient and inconspicuous hall in a place far away in the central region of the demonic spirit's land. Then, like a stone statue, a figure sitting cross-legged in the hall suddenly opened his eyes. It was as if 2 bolts of lightning flashed across the hall. What? 7th young master is dead? That person's gaze swept across a stone table in the main hall, and then his expression changed greatly. He stood up abruptly, his voice trembling. There were more than 10 life tokens on the stone table, and the life token that belonged to the 7th forefather was already broken. In the eyes of this old man, the 7 great demon ancestors of the god-exterminating demon palace were like 7 young masters. The death of the 7th young master was definitely no small matter. Back then, the god-destroying demon lord had entrusted the 7 young masters to him. Now that the 7th young master had fallen, how was he going to explain this to the demon lord? Roar! The old man threw his head back and let out a long howl. His white hair danced wildly in the wind as a violent and powerful demonic aura erupted from his body, causing the entire ancient hall to tremble. This roar completely broke the peace in the ancestral grounds of the god-destroying demon palace. Soon, the news of the 7th forefather's death spread throughout the god-destroying demon palace. The 7th forefather has actually fallen. In the ancestral grounds of the god-destroying demon palace, A few of the super antiques were alarmed and came out of their seclusion. How is this possible? How could the seventh brother have died? The eldest of the 7 great demon ancestors walked into the ancient hall. When he saw the shattered life token on the stone table, he couldn't help but believe it. Who did it? Who the hell did it? The eldest demon ancestor's eyes turned red. Since someone dared to kill his brother, he would tear that person to pieces. Soon, the 3rd forefather, 4th forefather, 5th forefather, and 6th forefather had all arrived, except for the 2nd forefather. However, just as the demon ancestors of the god-destroying demon palace gathered in the ancient hall, a faint explosion suddenly came from the stone table. What? The demon ancestors of the god-destroying demon palace stared at the stone table in disbelief. The life token belonging to the 2nd forefather had shattered. The 2nd forefather and the 7th forefather had fallen. This was simply unimaginable for the god-destroying demon palace. In a single day, 2 demon ancestors had fallen. Those were the demon ancestors, the strongest group of people in the primal chaos demonic realm. The fall of the 2 demon ancestors didn't only affect the loss of the god-destroying maze, but it also shook the central region's cultivation world. Mystic Demon Mountain. A furious roar came from the ancestral grounds of the god-destroying demon palace. At this time, the Mystic Demon Mountain had already launched a counterattack against the invaders of the god-destroying demon palace. Groups of demon soldiers rushed out of the Mystic Demon Mountain. The interior of the Mystic Demon Mountain contained the most elite 100,000 demon soldiers of the Mystic Demon Mountain. Kill. The 100,000 demon soldiers roared at the same time, shaking the heavens and the earth. The 100,000 demon soldiers raised the weapons in their hands at the same time, bursting with killing intent that shocked the people watching the battle from afar. Kill. Earth-shaking battle cries came from the 11 battleships as countless demon soldiers rushed out of the 11 battleships. The 100,000 demon soldiers of the Mystic Demon Mountain were like an unstoppable flood, directly scattering the demon soldiers gathered by the god-destroying demon palace. This was a battle of life and death. Countless corpses fell from the sky, and the sky was raining blood. Although the 7th forefather was dead, the strength of the god-destroying demon palace was still there. The 100,000 demon soldiers of the Mystic Demon Mountain couldn't gain any advantage. This was a battle of equal strength. However, the Mystic Demon Mountain had Luo Pong, the Phoenix Witch, and the Demon Emperor. The morale of the god-destroying demon palace had plummeted because of the death of the 7th forefather. In this way, the fate of the god-destroying demon palace was already decided, because the Mystic Demon Mountain still had a doppelganger of Gu Fei. Demon Lu, where do you think you're going? Luo Pong stared at Demon Lu and rushed towards him. Do you think I'm afraid of you? Demon Lu roared and directly went to meet Luo Pong. The 2 great experts fought, and the powerful strength of the demon Venerable level spread out. The nearby demon soldiers all dodged, not daring to come close. The Phoenix Witch was intercepted by a middle-aged man, and the battle began. The demonic Rock Emperor was also making a move. He revealed his true form and transformed into a Kuan Pong. With a flip of his body, hundreds of demonic soldiers from the god-exterminating demon palace were turned into a mist of blood and dissipated in the void. This rock was extremely powerful. There was no such existence in the god-destroying demon palace. Wherever the demon emperor passed, the people of the god-destroying demon palace were turned into a mist of blood, their bodies and souls destroyed. Chapter 3159. Under the night sky, no one could have imagined that the mystical demon mountain, which had been at a disadvantage, would turn the tables in an instant, break the 10 ultimate god-slaying formation, and kill the 7th demon patriarch. The fall of the 7th demon patriarch caused a great shock in the primal chaos realm. After all, he was a demon patriarch who stood at the peak of all living beings. In the eyes of Gu Fei's doppelganger, the demon patriarch's cultivation and battle prowess were equivalent to the great achievement of the Supreme Master. Naturally, the demon patriarch was much stronger than the average great demon Venerable. However, the demon patriarch was not invincible. As long as one had enough battle prowess, even the demon patriarch would be killed. Therefore, The seventh demon patriarch of the mystical demon palace had fallen. With the cultivation and battle prowess of Gu Fei's doppelganger, it was impossible for him to kill the seventh demon patriarch. However, before Gu Fei left, he sealed a few strands of extreme power in the body of Gu Fei's doppelganger. Therefore, the seventh demon patriarch of the mystical demon palace was out of luck. At this time, in the dusky night sky, battle cries shook the heavens. The sky above the mystical demon mountain was densely packed with demonic shadows. A murderous aura pervaded every corner of the void, and the smell of blood was so strong that it made people want to vomit. Demonic shadows constantly fell from the sky and smashed onto the ground, turning into cold corpses. Demons were also living beings. In essence, demons were also creatures born from heaven and earth. They could die, they could fall, and their bodies and souls would be destroyed. Rumble, the heavens and the earth shook. The real peerless experts directly soared into the sky and killed their way into the starry sky. Such existences were enough to fight against thousands of soldiers and horses. The 100,000 demonic soldiers of the mystical demon mountain formed 10 killing formations and pushed forward, causing the demonic soldiers of the mystical demon palace to retreat. Boom! With a loud bang, the killing formation formed by 10,000 demonic soldiers of the mystical demon mountain directly collided with a demonic warship, causing it to shake violently. Countless soldiers of the mystical demon palace on the demonic warship turned pale with fright. A ball of demonic light emerged from the demonic warship and blocked the violent impact. Kill. 10,000 demonic soldiers raised the weapons in their hands at the same time. The supreme power of the demonic path erupted, and formation patterns emerged and intertwined on the bodies of the demonic soldiers. The killing formation gathered the power of the 10,000 demon race soldiers together before unleashing a powerful attack. The weapons in the hands of the 10,000 demon race soldiers simultaneously struck out. Boom! With another loud bang, the warship shook violently, and cracks appeared on the demonic light that emerged from the warship. What? Demon slaughtering formation formed by 10,000 demons. Demon soldiers? Demon soldiers of the mystical demon soldiers of the demonic warship? Demon soldiers of the warship was demon soldiers of the bow. The power of this 10,000-man killing formation was extremely powerful. When 10,000 devil soldiers gathered together, the combat strength they could display was enough to make even a demon Venerable tremble. The 100,000 devil soldiers of the Black Demon Mountain were equivalent to the existence of 10 devil venerables. They were tyrannical to the extreme. If it wasn't for the astonishing defensive power of the devil battleships of the exterminating god's demon palace, perhaps the remaining 11 devil battleships would have been completely destroyed. However, as more and more demon soldiers fell, the power of the killing formation formed by the demon soldiers of the mystical demon mountain gradually weakened. This was a battle where both sides suffered. This would only benefit others. Whether it was the mystical demon mountain or the demon slaughtering palace, both would suffer a great loss after this battle. The demon slaughtering palace had already suffered a great loss because their seventh patriarch had fallen. This was a great loss that was difficult to make up for. The one who had fallen was a demon ancestor. At this time, Luo Peng and Demon Willow rushed into the depths of the starry sky. The mighty power of Demon Venerable spread out, shaking the surrounding starry sky. Countless stars were trembling as if they would fall from the starry sky at any time. Demon Willow, go to hell for me. Luo Peng hated this guy the most. He stretched out his right hand and several stars immediately flew towards him. The stars quickly shrunk and then fell into his hand. With a wave of his right hand, the stars immediately smashed towards Willow Demon. Swoosh! Demon Willow's body shook and several black willow branches immediately pierced towards the stars that were smashing towards him. They directly pierced through the stars and then pierced towards Luo Peng. 9 transformations of immortals and demons. First transformation frightens ghosts and gods. Luo Peng directly displayed the killing technique of the mystical demon mountain. 9 demonic lights rushed out from his body and directly collided with the willow branches that were piercing towards him. In the instant that the demonic light and the willow branches collided, the willow branches immediately crumbled in the void. The 9 demonic lights rushed over and directly pierced through Willow Demon's demonic body. What? Demon Willow was shocked. He did not expect Luo Pong to actually be able to injure him. Die. Second transformation of the Sky Shatter. Luo Pong took advantage of his victory and directly displayed the second transformation of the mystical demon. An extremely powerful demonic power erupted from his body. This was a violent power that was enough to shatter the void between heaven and earth. Boom! With a loud noise, the void collapsed and Demon Willow was directly struck into the chaos. His demonic body immediately collapsed and a figure wrapped in demonic light escaped into the depths of the chaos. Demon Willow had already been injured by Gu Fei's doppelganger. Although he did not die, he was still severely injured. How could he be a match for Luo Pong at this time? Preposterous. Seeing this, Luo Pong immediately chased into the chaos. However, he quickly rushed out of the chaos. He did not dare to go too deep into the chaos. It should be known that once one was lost in the chaos, it would not be easy to come out. Just as Luo Pong defeated Demon Willow, the Phoenix Sparrow, which was locked in a battle with a middle-aged warrior in demonic armor. Neither could suppress the other. Swoosh! 2 black wings appeared on the Phoenix Sparrow Witch's back. Rays of black light rushed out from the wings and turned into demonic swords, piercing towards the middle-aged warrior. Demonic patterns appeared on the middle-aged warrior's demonic armor. The demonic patterns interweaved and turned into a demonic diagram, blocking the sword light that was piercing towards him. Die. The demonic diagram that emerged from the demonic armor on the demon general's body emitted demonic light of the Great Path, directly destroying the sword light that was piercing him. Then, demonic spears directly appeared from the demonic diagram. Swoosh! The demonic spears immediately rushed out from the demonic diagram, piercing towards the Phoenix Sparrow Witch. Every demonic spear emitted extremely powerful waves of demonic power. Seeing this, the Phoenix Sparrow Witch flapped her wings and instantly dodged the attack. However, the demonic spears followed her like a shadow and pierced towards her at an extremely fast speed. 9 transformations of the mystical demon. The Phoenix Sparrow Witch also used the 9 transformations of the mystical demon. 9 immortal demonic lights rushed out from her body. With a flash, the demonic spears that were piercing towards her were immediately destroyed in the void. After the 9 immortal demonic lights destroyed the demonic spears, they directly rushed towards the middle-aged warrior. The Phoenix Sparrow Witch and the Mystic Demon Mountain Lord came from the same sect. The killing techniques that the Mystic Demon Mountain Lord could cultivate, the Phoenix Sparrow Witch could also cultivate. Luo Pong could also cultivate. The speed of the 9 demonic lights was extremely fast. The middle-aged warrior had no time to dodge at all. The 9 demonic lights instantly slashed his body. The 9 beams of demonic light directly broke through the demonic armor on the middle-aged demon general's body and directly minced the middle-aged demon general into dregs, annihilating both his body and soul. The 9 transformations of the mystical demon was extremely powerful. After the Phoenix Sparrow Witch used this killing technique, she directly defeated the middle-aged warrior. At this time, the demonic Rock Emperor directly killed his way onto a demon warship and fought with the experts of the exterminating demon palace on the demon warship. A total of 18 demons formed a killing formation and fought with the demonic Rock Emperor on the deck of the demon warship. Boom! The demonic Rock Emperor was extremely powerful. With a punch, the 9 demons were sent flying and coughed out blood continuously. Meanwhile, the other 9 demons attacked the demonic Rock Emperor with all their might, preventing him from killing the 9 demons. The 9 devil experts formed a joint attack formation. Their powers fused together, and the 9 of them were like one person. When they punched out, the entire void trembled and collapsed. Boom! The demonic Rock Emperor also punched out. The 2 fists instantly collided, and a muffled thunderous sound erupted. An extremely powerful wave of energy swept out in all directions. The other demons on the demon warship were immediately sent flying by this mighty wave of energy. The demonic Rock Emperor staggered a few steps back. With every step he took, the deck beneath his feet caved in and was covered in cracks. The 9 demons were also sent flying by the demonic Rock Emperor's punch. The 9 of them coughed out blood continuously. Oomph. You don't know what's good for you. The demonic rock emperor was extremely powerful. He directly attacked. The 2 rock wings danced and slashed forward like 2 heavenly sabers. The void was directly cut apart. With a flash of blood, the dozen or so Devil Clan powerhouses were sent flying and killed on the spot. Boom! With a loud bang, the demon warship was directly smashed by the demonic rock emperor. Countless demons screamed and turned into clouds of blood mist. Their bodies and souls were directly destroyed. Everyone was shocked when they saw this scene. Someone actually destroyed a demon warship. That was the demon warship of the exterminating demon palace. At this time, the exterminating demon palace was already at a disadvantage. One of their demon warships was destroyed. The demon soldiers of the exterminating demon palace were constantly dying in the hands of the demon soldiers of the Black Demon Mountain. Gu-Fei's doppelganger watched this scene calmly. He had not made a move yet. In the distant sky, all the demons who saw this scene were shocked. The strength of the Black Demon Mountain was actually so powerful. How was this possible? In particular, the demons of the Falling Moon Demon Palace did not dare to act rashly. One must know that even the demon lord of the exterminating demon palace was killed by Gu-Fei's doppelganger. Countless runes appeared and intertwined on the bodies of these demon race soldiers, forming a huge array diagram that exuded a murderous aura that caused even the heavens and earth to pale in comparison. Luopong and the others also rushed back to Mystic Demon Mountain and arrived behind Gu-Fei's clone. Very good. You are all gathered together. I will send you on your way. The first demon lord revealed a cruel smile. Then, he stretched out his right hand and pressed it down on Black Demon Mountain. A huge demonic hand appeared between the heavens and the earth and crushed down. Terrifying demonic power came down from the demonic hand and obliterated everything. Kill. 100,000 demon soldiers raised their weapons at the same time, and a huge formation diagram emerged from the void. 100,000 demon soldiers attacked together, and a huge beam of demonic light shot up into the sky from the formation diagram, colliding with the demonic hand descending from the sky. Boom! The demonic light directly broke through the layers of demonic power descending from the demonic hand and collided with the demonic hand, causing a deafening explosion. A tyrannical power burst out and blocked the huge hand coming down from the sky. What? The first demon lord of the exterminating demon palace was shocked. These ants could actually block his attack. It was hard to imagine. However, the power of the 100,000 demon soldiers gathered together was already extremely powerful. Coupled with the enhancement from the killing formation, the power of the attack was naturally extremely terrifying. However, the first demon lord of the exterminating demon palace was a peerless figure. He could destroy an entire region with a single move. Countless living beings would die. When one's cultivation reached such a realm, he could destroy the world with a wave of his hand. He was cold and indifferent. He would not feel any pity or guilt because of the death of the world. However, the first demon lord still had feelings for his brothers. On the same day, the second demon lord and the seventh demon lord died. This made him furious. How many years had it been since something like this happened? The 100,000 demon lord's war soldiers were able to block an attack from the first demon lord of the exterminating demon palace. This shocked everyone. This killing formation was incredible. Let's see how many attacks you can block. The eyes of the first devil lord turned sharp. How could these ants that he didn't even put in his eyes be able to shake a giant dragon? Rumble. The pitch-black demon hand bombarded down from the sky again. On the demon hand that was bigger than a mountain, countless demon marks rushed out. The aura of destruction was vast and mighty. Even the great demon Venerables watching from afar felt their hearts palpitate. The first demon lord of the exterminating demon palace was definitely one of the strongest existences in the primal chaos demonic world. Ordinary great demon Venerables were like ants in front of him. Even other devil ancestor-level existences were rarely a match for him. Kill. In the sky above the Black Demon Mountain, 100,000 demons formed into a killing formation raised the weapons in their hands at the same time and bombarded the terrifying demon hand that was slapping down from the sky. Countless formation marks emerged and intertwined on the bodies of 100,000 demons. These formation marks fused the power of each demons together. Every demons exploded with powerful devil Tao power. When 100,000 of them attacked with all their might, the power gathered together seemed to be able to destroy the world. In the next moment, the shadow of a terrifying demon dragon appeared in the killing formation. It was formed by the power of 100,000 demons. It carried the endless killing intent of 100,000 demons. The demon dragon let out a long roar and soared into the sky. The mighty devil chi fluctuation caused the entire black demon mountain to shake. The stars in the sky were also trembling. Boom! With a loud bang, the demon dragon that soared into the sky directly collided with the demon hand that was slapping down from the sky. In just an instant, countless demon marks collapsed in the void. Two different kinds of devil Tao power collided. Two different kinds of devil Tao power obliterated each other. The mighty residual power shattered the sky. Stars in the sky exploded continuously. For a moment, the whole world seemed to be turned upside down. Chapter 3161. The first demon ancestor of the god exterminating demon palace arrived with two servants. He wanted to destroy the black demon mountain with a single palm strike. He was extremely powerful. At this time, the 100,000 demons had retreated to the sky above the black demon mountain. The 10 killing formations combined into one, forming an even more terrifying killing formation. This super killing array had gathered the power of 100,000 devil race soldiers together. After gathering the power of 100,000 devil race soldiers, they could actually contend against the number 1 devil ancestor of the god exterminating demon palace. This made everyone who saw this scene inexplicably shocked. Rumble. At this time, a shocking scene was playing in the sky above the black demon mountain. High in the sky, a huge demonic hand directly collided with a dragon shadow. In the void, countless demonic patterns were collapsing. The two demonic patterns were intertwining and being destroyed. Heaven and earth were pierced. Even the primal chaos chi was hit out. As the demonic patterns continued to collapse, the void between heaven and earth was constantly annihilated. Kill. High in the sky, the first demon ancestor of the god exterminating demon palace roared. His long hair danced in the wind. His right hand suddenly shook, and the demonic dragon under the demonic hand immediately collapsed into several pieces. Then, it turned back into demonic chi. At the same time, the 100,000 demons of the god exterminating demon palace spurted out a mouthful of blood. At the same time, they suffered a great impact. The 100,000 demons of the god exterminating demon palace were actually spurting out blood by the first demon ancestor. This caused Gu Fei's doppelganger to be shocked. The power of this killing formation was peerless. It could contend against a quasi-supreme. In other words, it could contend against a great demon Venerable of the Chaos Demon realm. It seemed that the first demon ancestor of the god exterminating demon palace was not an ordinary great demon Venerable. He should have the cultivation and battle strength of a quasi-supreme. The killing formation formed by 100,000 demons once again blocked the attack of the first demon ancestor. The terrifying demonic hand dissipated in the void, unable to really slam down. Roar. 100,000 demons roared in unison. Their voices shook the sky. Their killing intent shook the world. Although they suffered a great impact, they still wanted to fight. Everyone who saw this scene couldn't help but be moved. The Black Demon Mountain had unexpectedly trained such a troop of demons, which was really beyond everyone's expectations. Even the people of the Falling Moon Devil Palace felt their hearts tremble, because they and the Black Devil Mountain were both powers of the Western region, but they didn't know that the Black Devil Mountain actually had such an incomparably powerful devil army. Insolent ants, I'll send you on your way. The first devil ancestor was enraged. These ants actually blocked his second attack. This made him feel ashamed. One must know that he was the first devil ancestor of the god exterminating devil palace. Buzz. In the next moment, there was a rumbling sound in the sky. The first demon ancestor raised his hands, and a ball of demonic light appeared above his head. Within the demonic light, there were countless demonic patterns interweaving, releasing a terrifying wave of demonic power. Ripples visible to the naked eye spread out from the demonic light. Seeing this scene, Gu Fei's doppelganger couldn't help but be moved. The opponent was going to use his trump card. The demonic light above the first demon ancestor's head emitted a wave of power that was getting stronger and stronger. It was like a devil sun had appeared in the dusky world. The void around the demonic light was collapsing and annihilating, and the vast and mighty power was so terrifying that it could obliterate everything. The 100,000 demons roared angrily, wanting to contend against it. However, Gu Fei's doppelganger waved his hand and ordered the 100,000 demons to retreat to the belly of the Black Demon Mountain. It would be a pity if such a troop of demons were to fall here. This troop of demons might be of great use in the future. The 100,000 demons received the order and retreated. Obeying orders was the most basic understanding of these demons, and it was also their duty. They couldn't disobey orders. Very well, then you can go to hell. High up in the sky, the first demon ancestor roared angrily. He directly waved his hands, and the demonic light that looked like a devil's sun immediately smashed towards Gu Fei's doppelganger. Rumble. As if the devil's sun had fallen from the sky, the whole world shook. This time, the first demon ancestor of the exterminating demonic palace is personally taking action. The Black Demon Mountain won't be able to escape. Up in the sky, a big shot of the demons who were watching the battle said such words. At this time, Gu Fei's doppelganger clenched his fists and raised his head, staring at the demonic light that was bombarding down from the sky. His expression was incomparably solemn, and his whole body was covered in a vast and mighty immortal light. He is the legendary immortal? An old big shot of the demons exclaimed. There were also legends about the immortal Tao in the primal chaos demonic realm. However, it was impossible to see the immortal Tao in the primal chaos demonic realm. Therefore, for the experts of the primal chaos demonic realm, the immortal Tao was mysterious and unfathomable. Of course, demons and immortals were also great enemies. I didn't expect the true master of the Black Demon Mountain to be an immortal, someone said. Gu Fei's doppelganger roared and used the secret word, none of the 9 secrets of the immortal Tao with all his might. He wanted to dispel the demonic light that was descending from the sky. The power of the secret word, none, spread out from his body, and even the void around him was directly turned into nothingness. At this time, the demonic light fell, directly breaking through the mighty power of the secret word, none, and crushing down on Gu Fei's doppelganger. What? This time, Gu Fei's doppelganger was truly shocked. The strength of his opponent was beyond his expectations. Even the power of the secret word, none, could not erase the demonic light. Boom! With a muffled sound, the demonic light directly bombarded Gu Fei's doppelganger. In the next moment, Gu Fei's doppelganger was blasted into a mist of blood. At the same time, the ball of demonic light also exploded. After releasing a terrifying destructive power, it directly dissipated in the void. This, Luopong, and the others on the mystical demon mountain were completely dumbfounded at the sight. The first demon forefather of the god exterminating demon palace was actually so powerful that he directly killed a doppelganger of their master? And here I was wondering how strong you were. Turns out you couldn't even withstand a single blow. The first demon forefather of the god exterminating demon palace said disdainfully. At this time, everyone from the god exterminating demon palace cheered. The fact that the old ancestor personally took action was indeed extraordinary. He actually killed the strongest existence on the mystical demon mountain with a single blow. However, at this time, a strange look appeared on the first demon forefather's face. He stared at the mist of blood below with an extremely sharp look in his eyes. At this time, some of the demons also felt that something was amiss. After Gu Fei's doppelganger was destroyed, the mist of blood did not dissipate, but gradually gathered together. An immortal aura spread out from the mist of blood. He's not dead even after that? Chapter 3162. The first demonic forefather of the exterminating demon palace was so powerful that even the great demonic sovereigns shuddered. Even Gu Fei's clone was blasted into a bloody mist. Everyone thought that Gu Fei's clone was killed by the first demonic forefather. The demons of the mystic demon mountain were in despair. Even the strongest of them, Gu Fei's clone, was killed. Wouldn't their puny lives be over? However, the bloody mist that Gu Fei's clone turned into didn't dissipate. Instead, a powerful aura of life surged out from the bloody mist. What? Everyone was shocked by this scene. They thought that Gu Fei's clone was killed, but it seemed like Gu Fei's clone didn't die. He's not dead yet? The first demonic forefather's eyes narrowed. This ant wasn't simple, but he still didn't care about Gu Fei's clone. The first demonic forefather had lived for countless years. What hadn't he experienced? He had earned his reputation through fighting. Although countless years had passed, his name still had a great deterrent force among the experts of the older generation. No one thought that he would lose. At this time, the bloody mist condensed rapidly. Then, with a flash of immortal light, Gu Fei's clone appeared in the void. A powerful immortal aura spread out from his body, as if he had never been injured. How is this possible? The powerhouses of the demon race who were watching the battle from afar were all dumbfounded. How could Gu Fei's clone be completely unharmed? After all, he had just been blasted into a mist of blood by the first demon lord. Ada, go take care of him, the first demonic forefather said to a green-robed old man behind him. Yes, young master. An old voice resounded. The green-robed old servant walked out from behind the first demonic forefather. This old servant's status in the exterminating demon palace was second only to the 7 demonic forefathers. One should know that this old servant had once followed the 7 demonic forefathers' father. The father of the 7 great demon ancestors of the god exterminating demonic palace was an extreme Tao demon ancestor. The servant of the extreme path demon ancestor was naturally not weak. The green-robed old servant was also a demon ancestor. He was a servant behind the first demon ancestor, but as soon as he walked out from behind the first demon ancestor, his body immediately erupted with the might of a demon ancestor that caused even the heavens to pale. I didn't expect this guy to still be alive. Some of the old-timers among the demons recognized the azure-robed old servant. This old servant had once followed the extreme Tao demon ancestor to conquer the world. Many of the demons had seen the servant of the extreme Tao demon ancestor. At that moment, the servant of the extreme demon ancestor appeared again. Even the most powerful demons in the chaos demon realm would be moved. There was another green-robed old servant standing behind the first demonic ancestor. This green-robed old servant looked similar to the old servant who walked out from behind the first demonic ancestor. You actually sent a servant to fight me? Gu Fei's clone stared at the first devil ancestor and laughed coldly. I know how you killed the 7th brother. Do you think the thing you rely on can protect you? The first devil ancestor looked at Gu Fei's clone coldly. He was extremely arrogant. A puny ant dared to behave atrociously in front of a dragon. He was simply asking for death. The first devil ancestor's eyes were filled with disdain. You still dare to send someone to die knowing that I have something to rely on. Very well, I will start a massacre today. I will let you know what invincible power is. Gu Fei's doppelganger glanced at the green-clothed old servant and revealed a cold smile. In fact, he was in a very bad situation. He had already used 2 of the extreme Tao powers sealed in his body. He had already used the power of the mountain river cauldron and the peerless ominous saber. He only had 1 extreme Tao power that he had yet to use. It was the power of the 3 boundary steel that was sealed in his body by his original body. Kesuke, Ada, kill him. The first devil ancestor had no intention of personally taking action. He directly ordered Ada. Yes, young master. Ada accepted the order. He then moved and pounced at Gu Fei's clone. Rays of demonic light rushed out of his body and turned into demonic chains that wrapped around Gu Fei's clone. This was the power of the demon ancestor. Every demonic chain pierced through the void, leaving behind pitch-black spatial cracks wherever it passed. I can use the stones of others to attack Jade. Gu Fei's clone immediately used one of the 9 secrets of Immortal Tao, the chaotic reversal secret art. The demonic chains that were trying to wrap around him were instantly reversed and wrapped around the green-robed old servant. What? The green-robed old servant was shocked. His opponent had actually grasped a secret art that could reverse his attack. He had seen such a secret art before. You're that lunatic's successor? The green-robed old servant was shocked to the extreme. He shot up into the sky and evaded the demonic chains. His voice was trembling as if he had just seen something terrifying. In the distant past, he had once seen a monstrously terrifying fellow use this secret technique. However, he had never thought that he would see this secret technique again at this time. What did you say? Gu Fei's clone asked in confusion. Die. The green-robed old servant's expression suddenly turned hideous. With a roar, he pounced at Gu Fei's clone from the sky. A terrifying demonic beast rushed out of his body and opened its mouth wide to devour Gu Fei's clone. A heaven-devouring force swept out of its bloody maw. Gu Fei's clone did not resist and was immediately devoured by the demonic beast. Oh no! At this moment, the first demon ancestor's expression changed drastically. He extended his right hand and grabbed at the demonic beast that the green-robed old servant had transformed into. Terrifying power erupted. However, at this moment, the magical beast exploded with a bang and turned into a cloud of blood mist. A ball of spiritual light dissipated in the blood mist. Ah duh! The first demon ancestor's eyes turned red when he saw this. Although Ade was a servant, he had watched the 7 demon ancestors of the god-exterminating demon palace grow up and become famous. The death of Ade obviously infuriated the first demonic ancestor. His soul had been destroyed. However, at this moment, the extreme power that erupted from the bloody mist turned into a heavenly steel that shot towards the first demon ancestor. What? The first demon ancestor was both shocked and furious. He used all his strength to attack the heavenly steel. 2 demonic dragons condensed from demonic flames rushed out of his hands. Boom! With an earth-shattering explosion, the 2 demonic dragons bombarded the heavenly steel. The supreme power of the demon ancestor erupted. However, no matter how much the first demon ancestor channeled the power of the demon ancestor, it was still difficult to resist the heavenly steel. The 2 demonic dragons instantly collapsed. The first demon ancestor was sent flying and coughed up blood. All the big shots of the demons who were watching the battle from afar were shocked to the extreme. They did not expect the first demon ancestor of the god-exterminating demon palace to be sent flying while coughing up blood. The first demon ancestor of the god-exterminating demon palace was definitely one of the strongest demon ancestors in the chaotic demon world. Even such an existence was injured. How powerful was the expert behind the mystic demon mountain? Young master, the remaining old servant wanted to catch the first demon ancestor. However, as soon as his hands touched the back of the first demon ancestor, the bones in his arms broke with a crack. Then, the old servant was hit by the first demon ancestor. He cried out in pain and was sent flying while coughing up blood. The big shots of the demons who were watching the battle couldn't help but be shocked. However, at this time, the heavenly steel that sent the first demon ancestor and his servant flying dissipated in the void. A figure appeared in the void. Can't even withstand a single blow. Gu Fei's clone said disdainfully. However, he knew his own situation. He had already used all the power he could use. The power of the 3-boundary steel directly obliterated the old servant's soul, and then it blasted the insufferably arrogant first devil ancestor and servant of the god-exterminating demon palace flying. Unfortunately, the remaining power of the 3-boundary steel couldn't kill the first demon ancestor. At the last moment, the first demon ancestor's body also surged with the power of the extreme path to protect the first demon ancestor. This fella had an extreme demonic weapon on him. No wonder he was so arrogant. Roar! Just as everyone was in shock, a furious roar came from afar. The first demon ancestor rushed towards Gu Fei's clone with disheveled hair. A demonic halberd appeared in his hand. He waved the halberd in his hand and slashed at Gu Fei. An extreme demonic might spread out from the halberd. The first demon ancestor used an extreme demonic weapon. This was the ultimate treasure of the god-exterminating demon palace, the god-exterminating demonic halberd. It was an extreme demonic weapon left behind by the father of the first demon ancestor. There were tiny cracks on the surface of the halberd. It wasn't a flawless extreme demonic weapon. Even though it wasn't flawless, it could still display extreme demonic might. "I'm dead this time." Gu Fei's clone was shocked. He moved and retreated at full speed. However, he was shocked to find out that the void around him seemed to have solidified. His entire body seemed to be stuck in a quagmire, and his movements became sluggish. The other party's demonic halberd was descending towards his head like lightning. Gu Fei's clone was truly shocked. He desperately channeled the 9 secrets of the immortal Tao in an attempt to defend against the first demon ancestor's attack. 9 secret techniques and 9 different types of power burst out from Gu Fei's clone, but the demonic halberd of the extreme Tao cleaved through the 9 layers of immortal Tao effortlessly. "My life is over." Gu Fei's clone was in despair. The extreme demonic halberd was simply too strong. The aura of the extreme Tao surged out, and this aura alone was enough to suffocate him. Under the demonic halberd, he couldn't even retaliate. Chapter 3163. Someone actually grabbed the god-exterminating demonic palace's god-exterminating demonic halberd with his bare hands. How was this possible? Everyone who witnessed this scene was shocked to the extreme. Even the eyeballs of the demons almost fell to the ground. That was an extreme demonic weapon. A demonic weapon refined by an extreme demonic ancestor. Even a wisp of extreme demonic might would be enough to destroy the body and soul of a great demonic venerable. The person who suddenly appeared beside Gu Fei's clone was actually able to grab the god-exterminating demonic halberd with just one hand. Everyone was in disbelief. When everyone saw the appearance of this person clearly, they were shocked. This person looked exactly the same as Gu Fei's clone. Seeing this scene, everyone was stunned, and their mouths were agape. The 2 youths looked exactly the same. They wore the same black clothes and even had the same hairstyle. It was as though they were made from the same mold. Master? When the despairing demons on the mystic demon mountain saw the figure in the sky, they were surprised and overjoyed. They were saved. The god-exterminating demonic palace is so mighty. How dare you bully my servant when I'm not around? The black-robed youth who grabbed the god-exterminating demonic halberd stared at the first demonic ancestor and said coldly. At this time, the first demonic ancestor was shocked to the extreme. The other party actually grabbed his god-exterminating demonic halberd with his bare hands. With such combat strength, could he be an extreme supreme being? The first demonic ancestor exerted force in his hand and wanted to pull back the god-exterminating demonic halberd. However, he only felt his hand sink. The god-exterminating demonic halberd was actually firmly grabbed by the other party. Do you want to take back this halberd? Gu Fei smiled. At this time, the first demonic ancestor was holding the god-exterminating demonic halberd with all his might. However, Gu Fei let go at this time, and the first demonic ancestor was immediately sent flying backwards. The first demonic ancestor used too much force. He was sent flying several thousand zhang away before he could stabilize his body. This shocked and angered him. His pale face turned red. Haha, Gu Fei laughed heartily. He had finally made it back in time. If he was half a step slower, his doppelganger would have been killed by this fella from the exterminating god-devil palace. To Gu Fei, losing a doppelganger was equivalent to losing a great help. This was something he did not wish to see. At this moment, another powerful figure appeared in the distance, and the paramount power of the divine Tao swept forth. All of the powerful demons were extremely shocked and horrified. The extreme grade sovereign of the god race had appeared. Although there wasn't anything eye-catching about him, the extreme grade sovereign that was radiating from his body made all the demons' heads palpitate in fear. Very well, the Black Demon Mountain has indeed colluded with the god race and harmed the lives of the demons. Anyone who colludes with the god race should be punished. Fellow Taoists, you have all seen it, right? We have not wrongly accused the Black Demon Mountain. An expert from the god-exterminating demon palace said. At this moment, The figure far away in the horizon laughed coldly. Then, the expert from the exterminating god-demon palace who had spoken let out a blood-curdling scream. With a bang, his entire body exploded into a cloud of blood mist. Both his body and soul were destroyed. "Don't be so arrogant." A loud shout rang out as a figure appeared in the distance. Devil energy soared to the heavens, and an enormous, malevolent figure could be vaguely seen amidst the devil energy. It was a demonic beast with a single horn. A heaven-horned devil? These words rang out from the horizon. The ultimate Tao elder god who had appeared was none other than the primordial god Sanquebec. He had also hurried back from the eastern domain. The ancestor of the falling moon devil palace? Some of the ancient demons who had lived for countless years were indescribably shocked. They hadn't expected the god-exterminating demon palace to have such an existence overseeing it. The falling moon devil palace didn't just have a moon devil, they also had a heaven-horned devil. This was something many people hadn't expected. The falling moon devil palace's foundation was far deeper than anyone could imagine. "I didn't think you'd dare return to the western domain," the old ancestor of the falling moon demon palace said. A cold, killing intent spread out from the demonic figure in the sky. Back then, Sanke had attacked the ancestral land of the falling moon demon palace. The heaven-horned devil and Sanke had a bit of a grudge between them. Of course, the demons and the divine race were innately mortal enemies. The heaven-horned devil and Sanke were naturally at loggerheads, and an extreme-grade sovereign battle could erupt at any moment. But if an extreme-grade battle were to erupt here, many people would die. No one could withstand the might of the extreme Tao. All living beings were ants before it. Once it erupted, countless living beings would perish, and the entire western domain would sink into oblivion. "Is there anywhere in the world I can't go?" Songke's divine figure appeared on the horizon, and his aura of the divine Tao filled the air. Countless demons saw that the situation wasn't looking good and hastily retreated. After all, if these two were to fight, it would definitely be a disaster. "Let's go fight in outer space." The heaven-horned devil shot up into the sky. "Oomph! Do you think I'm afraid of you?" Songke sneered and also shot up into the sky. With a single step, he entered the depths of the starry sky and disappeared. No one dared to watch the battle. None of the big shots of the demons dared. A battle between experts of this level would affect a lot of people. If they were affected, they would definitely be destroyed in both body and soul. No one wasn't afraid of death. The longer one lived, the more they feared death. "All right, it's our turn now." Gu Fei stood in the void, and his body didn't emit any powerful aura. A light breeze blew past, and his hair rippled. He had a transcendent temperament. At this time, Gu Fei's clone disappeared. Gu Fei had taken it back into his inner world. He had two clones. The other clone was in his inner world, holding a purple gold divine sword to protect the immortal transformation lake. "Tell me your name." "My halberd doesn't kill nameless people." The first demon ancestor of the god-exterminating demon palace stared at Gu Fei and said coldly. Demonic patterns appeared on the halberd in his hand. The halberd's true power was awakening. "PSK, I don't care if you kill nameless people or not. Countless nameless people have died in my hands. It doesn't make a difference if you're one more." Gu Fei said disdainfully. "Go to hell." The first demon ancestor was furious. He shook the extreme demon halberd in his hand, and an extreme power immediately exploded from the halberd. Rumble. The extreme demonic power surged towards Gu Fei. The void was being destroyed. Under the shroud of this power, everything would be obliterated. "Kill." Gu Fei roared and rushed forward. With a single move, he broke through the mighty demonic energy and arrived in front of the first demon ancestor in an instant. Chapter 3164. The appearance of the extreme Tao sovereign attracted everyone's attention. However, extreme Tao god ancestor Tsangke and the heavenly horn demon had gone to fight in outer space. Hence, everyone's attention fell on Gu Fei and the first demon ancestor of the exterminating god demon palace. However, Gu Fei and the first demon ancestor seemed to be as strong as the extreme Tao supreme. The first demon ancestor was holding the exterminating demon halberd, which was an extreme Dao demon halberd. Gu Fei's body also emitted an extreme Dao aura. The shadow of an ancient cauldron appeared on his body, emitting a terrifying energy wave that could suppress the heavens. At this moment, Gu Fei instantly approached the first demon ancestor and chopped down with his hand. Dang! The first devil ancestor swung the demonic god extermination halberd in his hand horizontally. Gu Fei's hand blade immediately chopped down on the demonic halberd. The body of the demonic halberd was actually bent by his palm. The first demon ancestor only felt that Gu Fei's palm was as heavy as a primordial demon mountain. It directly pressed him down from the sky. Boom! With a loud bang, two figures fell from the sky and directly smashed into the ground. A cloud of dust rose high into the sky. In the next moment, a terrifying energy wave spread out. The entire ground was immediately hit by the spreading energy wave, causing it to undulate violently like waves. Even the black demon mountain was shaking. Incomparably ferocious cracks appeared on the huge mountain, as if it would collapse into countless pieces in the next moment. Swoosh! At this moment, an incomparably domineering blade light broke through the ground and rushed out. The blade light flashed through the void and directly stabbed into the peak of Black Demon Mountain. In the next moment, the Black Demon Mountain stopped shaking. The saber that was stabbed into the peak of the Black Demon Mountain emitted an extremely powerful energy wave. It was a peerless, ominous saber. The aura from the peerless, ominous saber shrouded the entire Black Demon Mountain. Boom! At this moment, a loud explosion sounded out, and the entire ground suddenly exploded. Like peerless gods of war, two figures broke through the ground and rushed out. Gu Fei was extremely domineering. The illusion of the mountain and river cauldron still appeared on his body. He used the weapon fusion sacred art to refine the mountain and river cauldron into his body. Man and cauldron as one, Gu Fei was like a human-shaped weapon of extreme Dao. His hands clashed against the demonic halberd of the first Devil Lord, causing clanging sounds to ring out. The sound, which sounded like peerless divine metals colliding with each other, was transmitted into the ears of the nearby demons. However, it was like a soul-destroying demonic sound. Some of the demons with weaker cultivations directly fell from the sky. Everyone was incomparably shocked, and then they hurriedly retreated to the distance. At this time, Gu Fei and the first devil ancestor were engaged in a fierce battle. They soared up into the sky and fought their way into the starry sky. In the starry sky, huge planets exploded one after another. Gu Fei was extremely domineering. He directly activated the power of the mountain and river cauldron and struck out with the primal chaos fist. The powerful fist force exploded, and the entire starry sky trembled. The first devil ancestor was incomparably shocked. He had never expected this fellow to be this strong. Although he used all his strength to attack, he was still forced back by the other party. Damn it! The first devil ancestor's forehead was sweating. Kill! Gu Fei extended his hand and struck out with the heaven-covering palm. The huge palm instantly enveloped the entire starry sky, and countless huge planets were enveloped by his palm. The huge palm covered the sky, and a terrifying power came down from it. The void was being destroyed, and huge planets were exploding. This was a scene of destruction, and it was extremely terrifying. Roar! The first devil ancestor roared crazily and attacked with all his might. The demonic halberd in his hand turned into a sinister and terrifying demonic dragon that soared into the sky. In an instant, it collided with the huge palm that was slapping down. This was the collision of extreme Dao powers. Even a perfect grand heaven and earth couldn't withstand it. A star region was instantly turned into primal chaos, and it was obliterated by these two powers. The starry sky above the western domain dimmed instantly. It was unknown how many stars were obliterated by the attack of Gu Fei and the first devil ancestor. Without any suspense, the first devil ancestor was blasted away. Gu Fei had fused with the mountain and river cauldron. The mountain and river cauldron was a complete and flawless extreme Dao weapon. On the other hand, the god-exterminating demon halberd was flawed. Flawless against flawed, the god-exterminating demon halberd naturally wasn't a match for the mountain and river cauldron. The first devil ancestor gripped the god-exterminating demon halberd tightly and coughed out a mouthful of blood. He directly shattered the void and rushed into the primal chaos. "Where do you think you're going?" Gu Fei roared. He took a step forward and executed the 8 desolation steps. With his extreme speed of 8 steps, he broke through the primal chaos and chased after the first devil ancestor. At this time, the people of the god-exterminating demon palace started to retreat. The remaining 10 demon warships started to move at the same time. They carried the countless demons and soldiers of the god-exterminating demon palace and started to jump through the void. One after another, the demon-exterminating demon palace disappeared in a ball of demonic light. They escaped. The experts of the demons on the Black Demon Mountain couldn't help but feel pity when they saw this scene. The entire Black Demon Mountain was shrouded by the power of the peerless, ominous blade. The people outside couldn't get in, and the people inside couldn't get out. In this way, Luo Pong and the others could only watch the people of the god-exterminating demon palace escape unhurriedly. However, just as the remaining 2 demon warships were about to escape, a golden light suddenly rushed over from afar. It was like a golden meteor that streaked across the sky and blasted into one of the demon warships. Boom! With a loud bang, the ball of demonic light that shrouded the demon warship collapsed in an instant. The ball of golden light directly blasted into the body of the demon warship, which was bigger than a mountain, and directly blasted the demon warship into 2 pieces. Countless screams sounded. The people of the god-exterminating demon palace on the demon warship were instantly killed. The huge demon warship was broken into 2 pieces and fell from the sky. Rumble. The void shook. This scene was incomparably shocking. Seeing this scene, everyone was stunned. Who's the one who attacked? The experts of the god-exterminating demon palace on another demon warship roared in anger. Haha! At this time, a loud laughter sounded. A ball of golden light appeared in everyone's sight. In the golden light, there was a peerless figure wrapped in it. Divine Clan? On the demon warship, a demon general saw the figure. His blood-red eyes couldn't help but shrink. The person who destroyed the demon warship was actually an expert of the Divine Clan. "It's the Golden Rock Race," someone in the distant sky exclaimed. The Golden Rock Race had always been low-key. Why did they make such a high-profile move now? Wasn't this expert of the Golden Rock Race afraid that everyone would gang up on him? Chapter 3165. The Golden Rock Goddess made a forceful move and directly smashed a demonic warship into 2. Countless people from the Palace of Gods and Demons on the warship died right away. The destructive power that erupted instantly turned them into a bloody mist. Both their bodies and souls were destroyed. Only a few demon generals managed to escape from the warship. It's the remnants of the Golden Rock Clan. Kill. Battle cries were heard everywhere. Powerful demonic shadows charged towards the Golden Rock Goddess in the sky. A demonic rope flew over from afar like a demonic dragon and wrapped around the Golden Rock Goddess in an instant. The demonic rope wrapped around the Golden Rock Goddess tightly and kept tightening. However, the next moment, the Golden Rock Goddess' body shook and a powerful divine power erupted from her body. The demonic rope that wrapped around her was immediately broken into countless pieces. "Die for me!" The Golden Rock Goddess extended her right hand, and a scream immediately came from the distant sky. A demonic shadow quickly flew towards her, and then she caught it in her hand. "Don't!" It was a powerful demon who was about to beg for mercy. However, the Golden Rock Goddess tightened her right hand. Bang! The powerful demon's demonic body was directly shattered. Even his primordial spirit could not escape and was shattered in the bloody mist. Kill. At this moment, the other powerful demons who were charging towards the Golden Rock Goddess made their move. Monstrous demonic aura instantly enveloped the entire void. A demonic sword descended from the sky and directly fell towards the Golden Rock Goddess' head. The extremely sharp sword light directly tore through the void. At the same time, 2 golden wings appeared on the Golden Rock Goddess' back. One of the wings instantly spread out and seemed to turn into a heavenly blade. With a clang, It directly slashed away the demonic sword that was slashing down from the sky. Remnants of the Golden Rock clan, die. Just as the Golden Rock goddess slashed away the demonic sword, a demon general wearing demonic armor and holding a demonic spear broke through the layers of demonic aura and directly attacked her. Swoosh! A spot of blood light tore through the void and instantly pierced the Golden Rock goddess's forehead. It was extremely fast. The Golden Rock goddess tilted her head, and the bloody light directly brushed past her forehead. A strand of golden hair floated down from the sky. That blood-red light was the tip of the devil's spear in the hands of the devil general. The tip of the spear was dripping with blood that had yet to solidify. That wasn't ordinary blood. It was divine blood. The demon spear in the demon general's hand was a fierce spear that had once killed a god. Even though countless years had passed, the god's blood on the tip of the spear had not dried. Damn it! The goddess' eyes turned sharp. She attacked with all her might. Her golden wings slammed against the demonic spear, sending it flying. Boom! There was a muffled sound. Just as the goddess sent the demonic spear flying, her right palm struck the demon general's chest. The demonic armor on the demon general's chest immediately caved in. The demon general screamed and spat out blood as he retreated. He looked down and saw that there was a slender palm print on the demonic armor on his chest. Even with the protection of the demonic armor, his sternum and ribs had been shattered. The opponent's palm was very powerful, causing his demonic body to suffer a great impact. At this time, rays of dazzling golden sword light rushed out from the wings of the Golden Rock goddess. The sword light pierced through the void and slashed towards the experts of the Devil clan who were charging at them. What? The experts of the Devil race were incomparably shocked. They either blocked the incoming sword light or directly soared into the sky, dodging the sword light. The powerful demons were caught off guard by the Golden Rock goddess's attack. No one expected that the Golden Rock goddess would dare to attack all of them at once. At the same time, the Golden Rock goddess made a grabbing motion in the air with her right hand. The bloody demonic spear that she had sent flying actually flew back and landed in her hand. A spear stained with the blood of a celestial saint? The Golden Rock goddess looked at the bright red blood on the tip of the spear and felt a little surprised. It should be known that a celestial saint would not be killed so easily. Humph! The Golden Rock goddess sneered and exerted force with both hands. The spear in her hand was shattered into countless pieces and shot towards the powerful demons. What? The demon general who was hit by the Golden Rock goddess was shocked when he saw this. He was so excited that he spat out a mouthful of blood. The demonic spear was the treasure of his clan. His ancestor had once used it to fight in all directions and assassinate the celestial saint of the celestial clan. However, the demonic spear of his ancestor was shattered into pieces by the Golden Rock goddess. It was hard for him to accept. It's just a demonic weapon of the demon Venerable level. The Golden Rock goddess said disdainfully. What an arrogant fellow! A demonic cultivator roared. The demonic warship that was supposed to leap through the void and leave directly came to a halt. Several incomparably powerful demonic figures walked out from the hold of the ship. The demons who attacked just now all retreated. The combat prowess displayed by the Golden Rock goddess made their hearts palpitate. The people of the Golden Rock clan should all die. On the warship, a powerful demonic figure stared at the Golden Rock goddess and said coldly. A powerful great demon Venerable aura erupted from his body. Haha, who do you think you are? An old ancestor of the exterminating god demon palace. Even your ancestor doesn't dare to be presumptuous in front of me. Who do you think you are? The Golden Rock goddess was cold and arrogant. She didn't seem to put the great demon lord of the demons in her eyes at all. I hope you can still be so arrogant later. The specter glared at the goddess and gritted his teeth. Then, he leaped off the warship and pounced at the goddess. In the next moment, a gigantic magical beast the size of a mountain appeared high up in the sky. A frightening, baleful aura immediately erupted from the magical beast's body. The entire world was shaking. It was extremely terrifying. So, it's a three-legged demon toad. The Golden Rock goddess looked coldly at the demonic beast that was pouncing over and said disdainfully. Her eyes flashed with sharpness. The demon toad opened its mouth, and its tongue moved as fast as lightning towards the golden rock goddess, wanting to devour her in one gulp. To put it nicely, it's a demon toad. To put it bluntly, it's a toad. What can a toad do? As the golden rock goddess spoke, the wings on her back kept flapping. Rays of dazzling sword light rushed out from the wings and pierced towards the three-legged demon toad. Chapter 3166. The three-legged demon toad was a mutated species of the demons and was extremely powerful. This demon toad was an elder of the demon-destroying palace and had the cultivation of a great demon sovereign. This demon toad was a very famous expert of the demons in the central region. In the demon-destroying palace, it was an existence that was second only to the 7 great demon ancestors. The three-legged demon toad was naturally extremely ferocious. This demon toad had once swallowed countless disciples of a large sect among the demons into its stomach. This demon was even more ferocious than the 7 great demon ancestors. It had swallowed countless living beings. However, this time, this demon kicked an iron plate. It actually wanted to swallow the golden rock goddess, but the golden rock goddess's golden feather sword light cut off its tongue. Roar! The three-legged demon toad roared and quickly retreated. With its tongue cut off, demonic blood gushed out of its mouth. Every drop of demonic blood corroded the void. It never expected the golden rock goddess to be this powerful. That golden feather sword light actually cut off its tongue. One had to know that the three-legged demon toad's tongue could sweep everything in the world into its mouth and then be swallowed. Whether it was demonic light or divine chi, it only needed to roll its tongue, and the three-legged demon toad could swallow it into its body to strengthen its demonic essence. The three-legged demon toad used this method to cultivate. It devoured the essence of the world and even the essence of living beings to strengthen its body. Kill! The golden rock goddess roared and directly turned into a golden rock. She soared into the sky and displayed the extreme speed of a golden rock. In an instant, she caught up to the three-legged demon toad that was flying backwards. What? The three-legged demon toad was really shocked. At this moment, the golden rock spread its wings, and a pair of golden claws grabbed the three-legged demon toad's back and tore off a large piece of flesh. The three-legged demon toad immediately screamed in pain. A cloud of black gas rushed out of the demon toad's body. The golden rock goddess seemed to know how powerful the black gas was. She directly spread her wings and dodged it. She didn't get contaminated by the demon toad. A toad covered in poison. After saying that, the golden rock goddess threw away the large piece of demon toad meat in her claws. Then, the golden rock disappeared and turned into a peerless beauty. The three-legged demon toad was both shocked and angry. Fellow Taoists, if we don't act now, when will we? On the demon's warship, a demon expert shouted, his voice spreading far and wide. The golden rock race could be said to be the common enemy of all the demons in the chaos demon realm. It should be noted that the golden rock race had been enemies for countless years. All the major forces of the demons besieged the golden rock clan, and all the clansmen of these forces died at the hands of the golden rock clan, forming an inexplicable hatred. As soon as the expert from the exterminating god-demon palace shouted, 3 demonic figures appeared in the sky. They were 3 existences so powerful that even the heavens and earth paled in comparison. This golden rock is mine. Don't fight with me over it. A black-robed elder said and took a step forward, instantly arriving nearby from the horizon. At this moment, the battle between the golden rock goddess and the three-legged demon toad had reached the final moment. The golden rock goddess used a killing technique and directly cut the three-legged demon toad in half. A shocking sword light rushed out of the golden rock goddess wings and instantly minced the three-legged demon toad into a pitch-black blood mist. Even the three-legged demon toad's primordial spirit couldn't escape and was destroyed by the golden rock goddess's golden feather sword light. A great demon's sovereign-level demonic cultivator died just like that. This shocked all the demons who saw this scene. They couldn't believe it. At this moment, the black-robed elder directly reached out and grabbed at the golden rock goddess. The demonic hand instantly enveloped the entire void. The vast demonic power on the demonic hand imprisoned a part of the world. The golden rock goddess felt her body tighten, and her movements became slow. This surprised her. The cultivation of this demonic cultivator was much stronger than the three-legged demon toad. Haha, it's just a little bird. Isn't it easy to capture? The black-robed old man laughed as he spoke. The demonic hand descended and directly grabbed the golden rock goddess in his hand. Countless demons couldn't help but be shocked at this scene. There was no doubt about the golden rock goddess's strength. She had just killed the three-legged demon toad. But now, she was caught by someone. The cultivation of this old demons was extremely powerful, far surpassing ordinary great demon sovereigns. That's the Qianheng ancestor. Someone recognized the Qianheng ancestor who had captured the golden rock goddess. What? The Qianheng ancestor is still alive? Someone exclaimed. It should be known that the Qianheng ancestor was an ancient ancestor of the demons. He had experienced the great war of gods and demons and had survived it. Such a demon sovereign's cultivation and battle prowess weren't something an ordinary demon sovereign could compare to. This demon sovereign might not be any weaker than the first demon sovereign of the exterminating demon palace. Just when everyone thought that the golden rock goddess was going to be captured by the Qianheng ancestor, boom! The Qianheng ancestor's hand that was holding onto the golden rock goddess exploded. A figure covered in golden radiance rushed out. What? The Qianheng ancestor was shocked. He didn't expect the golden rock goddess to escape from his hand. Just as the Qianheng ancestor was about to capture the golden rock goddess again, a figure suddenly appeared in front of him and blocked his path. When the Qianheng ancestor saw this person, he was shocked again. The person who had suddenly appeared was also a woman with demonic qi coiling around her body. However, the demonic qi that was coiling around her body wasn't any ordinary demonic qi. It was the chaos demon qi. Chaos demon sovereign? Qianheng looked at the woman who had blocked his path and was extremely shocked. His voice was trembling as he looked at this mysterious woman in disbelief. This mysterious woman was masked, and no one could see her appearance. However, there was an incomparably strong demonic aura exuding from her body. Qianheng, to think that you're still alive. The masked woman looked at the Qianheng ancestor and said indifferently, "It's really you?" The Qianheng ancestor stared at the masked woman in disbelief. This mysterious masked woman who had suddenly appeared was the demon rock goddess. The demon rock goddess had a great background. She was the primogenitor of the chaos demon rock race. There was a problem with her cultivation, which was why she was in this state. What do you think? Why aren't you scramming? The demon rock goddess said coldly. Her gaze turned sharp. Chapter 3167. The appearance of the golden rock goddess touched the nerves of many old antiques. Even the old ancestor of the demons, Qianheng, jumped out. Qianheng achieved Tao in the primeval era and had lived for countless years. He had once made a name for himself in the primeval era, but he disappeared after the battle in the late primeval era. Some people thought that Qianheng had fallen. The battle in the late primeval era was the biggest clash between the primeval era and the ancestral god realm. Countless experts perished in that apocalyptic battle. Even the extreme Tao demon ancestor perished, let alone the Qianheng ancestor, who was not the extreme Tao demon ancestor. But now, this old freak had leapt out, not perishing, but instead living in the present age. Without a doubt, the demon rock goddess's background was even greater and more ancient than the Qianheng ancestor. She was definitely one of the oldest demon ancestors in the primeval era. If it wasn't for her cultivation, she wouldn't have been defeated by Gu Fei. The demon rock goddess immediately told the Qianheng ancestor to scram. The Qianheng ancestor was a demon ancestor after all. Being scolded in front of so many people made his face burn. However, the other party's background was too great. He didn't dare to offend her. There weren't many people in the current era who knew about the demon rock goddess's background. The Qianheng ancestor didn't expect that the demon rock goddess was still alive. She was a super antique, even more antique than the old antiques. Wasn't the chaos demon rock race already exterminated? Why was she still alive? As long as she was alive, the chaos demon rock race wouldn't be considered extinct. In the past, the chaos demon rock clan was a super force in the chaos demon realm. However, in the ancient times, the Chaos Demon Rock Clan's ancestral land turned into ruins overnight. Since then, no one had seen the Chaos Demon Rock Clan again. Still not scramming? Do you want me to ask you to? The demon rock goddess glared at the Qian Hung ancestor coldly. A chilling, murderous aura spread from her body. It was obvious that the Qian Hung ancestor would be in trouble if she made a move. Swoosh. The Qian Hung ancestor didn't say anything. He turned around and took a step, instantly disappearing into the void. Everyone was incomparably shocked when they saw this scene. Who is this? Just a single sentence was enough to scare away Ancestor Qian Hung? How is this possible? Sister is still the best. The golden rock goddess walked over and said with a smile, "Humph." The demonic rock goddess sneered and didn't say anything. With her status, she naturally didn't need to care about a descendant like the golden rock goddess. Only the ancestor of the golden rock race was qualified to speak to her. Sister, don't be like this. Why are you ignoring me? Perhaps countless years ago, you and I were a family. When the golden rock goddess saw that the demonic rock goddess was ignoring her, she was indifferent. Although the Chaos Golden Rock and the Chaos Demonic Rock were gods and demons respectively, there might really be some connection between them. You should worry about your old ancestor, said the demonic rock lady expressionlessly. After that, she took a step forward and instantly disappeared into the void. No one could see how she left. This sister is really something. The golden rock goddess raised her head and looked at the sky. With her cultivation, it was impossible for her to enter the depths of the primal chaos to watch the battle. It should be known that just a wisp of the extreme path's aura was enough to destroy her body and soul. At this time, Gu Fei and the first demon ancestor were fighting in the depths of the starry sky. The extreme path's aura was vast and mighty, causing the entire sky to tremble. From time to time, large stars would explode and turn into the most dazzling sparks before dissipating above the sky. Although the extreme path's aura that came from the depths of the starry sky had become very weak, it still caused countless living beings in the western regions to feel terrified. Even existences at the great demon ancestor level felt their souls tremble. All right, the busybody has left. All of you, come and die. The golden rock goddess swept her gaze over the surrounding demons. A shocking murderous intent spread from her body. She finally didn't need to hide anymore. She wanted to fight to her heart's content. The group of demons couldn't help but tremble in fear. There was no doubt that the golden rock goddess was powerful. Moreover, the golden rock goddess had a backer that even the Qian Hung ancestor was afraid of. All the experts of the demons were apprehensive. Since you won't make a move, I will. The golden rock goddess suddenly revealed a bright smile. Then, she directly left an afterimage on the spot and pounced towards the demon warship that hadn't left yet. Kill. On the demon warship, 3 demonic shadows rushed out and rushed towards the golden rock goddess. Extremely powerful waves of demonic power erupted from the 3 demonic shadows. Boom. The 2 sides collided in an instant. A dazzling golden light burst out, like a golden sun appearing in the dusky sky. The supreme power of the golden sun erupted from the golden rock goddess body and sent the 3 demonic shadows flying. Die. The golden rock goddess was like a goddess of war. The wings on her back flapped. The treeless golden sword light immediately rushed out from the wings and pierced through the 3 demonic shadows. The speed of the golden sword light was too fast. Like a shadow, it flashed by and directly pierced through the 3 demonic shadows. The 3 demonic shadows quickly dimmed. In just an instant, the 3 demonic shadows were slashed by the golden sword light. Their bodies and souls were truly destroyed. Seeing this scene, all the experts of the demons were inexplicably shocked. Could it be that the remnant of the Golden Rock clan held back and didn't use her full strength? While everyone was shocked, the Golden Rock goddess had already flashed and rushed to the demon warship. Golden sword light rushed out from her body and slashed the demonic shadows one after another. The Golden Rock goddess went on a killing spree on the demon warship. No one was a match for her, and all of them were slashed by her sword. The Golden Feather Swordlight of the Golden Rock clan was a famous sword principal even in the ancestral god realm. Of course, It was hard to say whether the Golden Rock Clan still existed in the ancestral god realm. Back then, Song-K was trapped in the ancestral god realm. He was the old ancestor of the Golden Rock Clan. In the ancestral god realm, the Golden Rock Clan had no worries as long as he was there. However, once Song-K left the ancestral god realm, the Golden Rock Clan would lose their protection. In the cultivation world where the strong preyed on the weak, a clan that lost its deterrence would naturally be targeted by many people. One must know that the ancestral land of the Golden Rock Clan was definitely a rare spiritual land. Such a place would naturally attract the attention of many people. At this time, other than the people of the exterminating god Demon Palace, no one dared to make a move. Everyone had their reservations, even the people of the Falling Moon Demon Palace. Song-K had already caused them to be badly battered. If they provoked the existence that even the Qian Hung old ancestor was wary of, the Falling Moon Demon Palace would really be courting death. The Golden Rock Goddess was unstoppable. Even a devil Venerable would find it hard to block her sword. She killed her way from the deck to the cabin. There were disciples of the exterminating god Demon Palace fleeing in panic everywhere. Awesome. Haha. Awesome. The Golden Rock Goddess laughed heartily. In the end, she slashed the devil warship into two. The huge warship fell from the sky, and the entire region was in chaos. Swoosh! A beam of golden light shot out from the falling demonic warship and stood in the void. Chilling sword chi spread out from her body. Seeing this scene, everyone was indescribably shocked. The Golden Rock Goddess actually destroyed another devil warship with her own strength. That was the devil warship of the exterminating god Demon Palace. This time, the exterminating god Demon Palace had truly suffered heavy losses. Not only had the seventh demon ancestor fallen, but the Golden Rock Goddess had also destroyed 3 of their warships. It had to be said that this time, the exterminating god Demon Palace's wishful thinking had gone awry. They'd thought that Mount Mystical Demon was a piece of juicy meat that everyone could take a bite out of. However, the people of the exterminating god Demon Palace had never imagined that it was actually a piece of juicy meat with thorns. Not only could they not eat it, but their mouths were full of blood. Now that guy has an excuse to attack the primitive demons of the Middle-earth, the Golden Rock Goddess muttered to herself. What? Who dares attack the primitive demons? What? Who dares to attack the primitive devil tribe? Some of the devil race's old-timers were flabbergasted by the Golden Rock Witch's words. Did I hear that right? Someone actually dares to attack the primitive demons? Even the Moon Demon of the Moon Demon Palace was incomparably shocked. After all, the primitive demons were the oldest demons in the primal chaos realm. The primitive demons were a race that had once produced the extreme path demon ancestor. There were countless races in the primal chaos realm, but there were definitely not many races that had produced the extreme path demon ancestor. After all, not everyone could become the extreme path demon ancestor. After all, not all living beings born from the primal chaos could become the extreme path demon ancestor. Becoming the extreme path demon ancestor was definitely the most difficult thing in the world. Since ancient times, the number of extreme path demon ancestors that had appeared in the primal chaos realm could be counted on 10 fingers. The primitive demons had 3 major races in the central region, and the exterminating god Demon Palace was one of them. There were also other primitive demons in other regions, but none of them were Gu Fei's targets. Now, Gu Fei had a target. At that moment, the battle between Gu Fei and the first demon ancestor had reached its climax. The 2 powerhouses had both used their strongest techniques, and the terrifying might of the extreme path had nearly destroyed the entire starry sky. They had directly killed their way into the desolate primitive starry sky. There, they felt an enormous pressure. The sealing power of the extreme path had enveloped the desolate starry sky. Fighting in such a place could reduce the destructive power to a minimum. Chapter 3168. Gu Fei and the first demon ancestor of the exterminating demon palace fought their way into a sealed place of extreme Tao in outer space. It was a desolate void without any stars, and the sky was dark and gloomy. Although there were no stars in such a place, there was a vast mist from time to time, as if a terrifying sandstorm was wreaking havoc. That was a cosmic sandstorm. Even Gu Fei and the first demon ancestor had to stay far away from it. They couldn't help but approach it because it was terrifying and could obliterate everything. As long as one was enveloped by such a sandstorm, even a quasi-supremacy or a great demon ancestor would die. It was very likely that such a sandstorm was formed from the corpses of supreme experts. At this moment, Gu Fei and the first demon ancestor were locked in a fierce battle in the Nirvana Void, which was sealed by the power of the extreme Tao. The two forces of the extreme Tao kept colliding. On Gu Fei's body, the shadow of an ancient cauldron was faintly discernible. Primordial chaos energy erupted with every move he made. Even though the void was sealed by the power of extreme Tao, it was still shaken by him. Since when did the mystical demon mountain have such a character? The first demon ancestor's intestines were green with regret. That demonic willow would settle the score with him later. He even dared to trick the exterminating demon palace. Needless to say, demonic willow's silver tongue was too impressive. He could actually persuade the higher-ups of the exterminating demon palace to attack the mystical demon mountain. The exterminating demon palace also thought that the mystical demon mountain was a soft persimmon that could be pinched however they wanted. Who would have thought that the persimmon of the mystical demon mountain was even harder than divine steel? Swoosh! The first demon ancestor used all his strength to activate the demon exterminating halberd in his hand and stabbed at Gu Fei. Fresh blood dripped from the halberd. It was the blood of a supremacy. This was a demonic halberd that was once stained with the blood of a supremacy. Clang! Gu Fei's right hand directly chopped at the demon exterminating halberd. Primordial chaos energy erupted and actually shook the halberd off course. However, at the same time, he stretched out his left hand and grabbed at the face of the first demon ancestor. If he was grabbed, the first demon ancestor would have to sacrifice himself gloriously. He had tasted Gu Fei's brute strength before. To think that Gu Fei could actually fuse an extreme Tao artifact into his body. This was truly a frightening feat. One had to know that by doing so, the power of an extreme Tao artifact could be maximized. Swoosh! The first demon ancestor immediately retreated. At the same time, his forehead suddenly split open, and a demonic eye opened. A beam of destructive demonic light immediately rushed out of the demonic eye and pierced through Gu Fei's hand. Oomph! Gu Fei sneered. He didn't retract his left hand. Instead, he directly grabbed it and collided with the destructive demonic light. The destructive demonic light crumbled in the void, but Gu Fei's left hand was not obstructed at all. He continued to grab at the first Devil Lord. What? The first demon ancestor was taken aback. Now that the other party had fused with the Supreme Tao weapon, his entire body was just like a humanoid Supreme Tao weapon. Naturally, he would not be afraid of his attacks. Roar! The first demon ancestor roared and used all his strength to activate the demon god vanquishing halberd in his hand. The halberd in his hand seemed to have turned into a terrifying demonic dragon. It flew out from his hand and lunged at Gu Fei. Good fella. He actually refined a demonic dragon into a demonic halberd. Seeing this, Gu Fei's eyes couldn't help but narrow. The person who refined this demonic halberd was definitely amazing. One had to know that the demonic dragon was an incomparably strong existence. To refine a demonic dragon into a demonic halberd, such methods and boldness were definitely not something an ordinary person could possess. One had to know that the demonic dragon race was definitely not a weak race among the various demons. On the contrary, the primogenitor of the demonic dragon race was an extreme Tao demonic dragon. Boom! At this time, Gu Fei's fist collided with the devouring demonic dragon. The two powers of extreme Tao erupted, forming a storm that swept out in all directions. The two experts quickly separated. The void between the two of them was rippling and pitch-black cracks appeared. The demonic dragon was blown away by Gu Fei and turned back into a huge halberd. The first demon ancestor of the demon god vanquishing palace grabbed it in his hand, and the halberd vibrated continuously. All right, I'm not playing with you anymore. Let me send you on your way. Gu Fei looked at the first demon ancestor and said indifferently. Then, An even stronger and more violent wave of energy erupted from his body. Sensing the wave of energy erupting from Gu Fei, the first demon ancestor was truly shocked. Gu Fei still hadn't used his full strength. How was this possible? Swoosh. At this time, Gu Fei's figure disappeared instantly. Even the first demon ancestor didn't see how he disappeared. In the next moment, Gu Fei's figure suddenly appeared above the head of the first demon ancestor. He then stomped down with his foot, and the void beneath his feet collapsed. A violent power surged out from his feet. This was the 8 kill steps of Gu Fei's 8 kill steps of the 8 desolate steps. He took the first step of the 8 kill steps. The power of the 8 kill steps was shocking. It was as though the entire world would be destroyed with one step. Rumble. The sound of wind and thunder came from under Gu Fei's feet. What? Gu Fei's speed was too fast. The first demon ancestor was extremely shocked. The black shadow roared and directly punched at Gu Fei. The violent power of the extreme Tao exploded, causing the void that was covered by the black dust to tremble. What's going on? Gu Fei was shocked. How could there be such an existence in this cosmic dust storm? Boom! Gu Fei also punched out. The two fists collided, causing a muffled sound. Visible ripples appeared in the void. The black shadow instantly dissipated in the void and turned back into black dust. However, when Gu Fei wanted to leave, the black shadow reappeared and attacked Gu Fei. The battle of the extreme Tao erupted again. No one knew why there were such things in the black dust. Preposterous. Gu Fei directly activated the power of the mountain and river cauldron. An ancient cauldron appeared in his hand. Then, a power that could devour the sky came out of the mouth of the ancient cauldron. The surrounding black dust immediately gathered at the mouth of the mountain and river cauldron and was continuously swallowed by the mountain and river cauldron. The mountain and river cauldron showed its power. The power of the extreme Tao spread in all directions and suppressed the heavens. The terrifying black dust in front of the mountain and river cauldron could not resist at all. Within the black dust, there were countless black shadows struggling, trying to escape. However, they couldn't break the power of the mountain and river cauldron. This cosmic dust storm seemed to have some consciousness. Otherwise, there wouldn't be terrifying black shadows appearing. These black shadows could actually fight against Gu Fei. Soon, the terrifying black dust that shrouded the silent void was sucked into the mountain and river cauldron. The terrifying aura immediately disappeared. However, after being blocked by the black dust, the first demon lord of the exterminating demon palace had already escaped to God knows where. The monk can run, but the temple can't. I'll directly kill my way to the ancestral land of the exterminating demon palace. Gu Fei muttered to himself. His expression was extremely serious. At this moment, rumble suddenly rang out from the depths of the silent void that had been sealed by the extreme way's power. A ray of divine light charged out from the depths of the silent void without any warning. This is Chapter 3169. The extreme Tao Seal was a land of death. There were no stars here, but there were countless pieces of dust and gravel floating around. One could even see skeletons and broken weapons. This was a broken void of heaven and earth. A supreme existence had sealed this place with the power of the extreme Tao. Since ancient times, there were very few living beings who could enter this extreme Tao seal. This was because only living beings who possessed the extreme Tao weapon could enter this place. Without the protection of the extreme Tao seal, even a great demon lord or a demon ancestor would not dare to enter this land of death. The extreme Tao seal was extremely dangerous. From time to time, there would be cosmic dust storms. If one was engulfed by the cosmic dust storm, even a demon ancestor would be destroyed. At this moment, the first demon ancestor of the god-destroying demon palace had already escaped. Gu Fei used the power of the mountain and river cauldron to collect the black dust storm that covered the sky into the mountain and river cauldron. The black dust storm was definitely a good thing. Gu Fei had sealed it in the mountain and river cauldron. This thing was definitely very useful. Just as Gu Fei collected the black dust storm into the mountain and river cauldron, there was a sudden rumble in the depths of the extreme Tao seal. Then, a beam of divine light rushed out from the depths of this void. Rumble. Heaven and earth tremored as an extremely powerful burst of power of the divine Tao erupted from the depths of this region of space. A series of inky black spatial rifts also began to spread out from the depths of the extreme Tao seal like bolts of black lightning. The sudden change shocked Gu Fei. He hurriedly used his martial path heavenly eye to look in the direction where the divine light rushed out from. However, he could not see anything. The place where the divine light rushed out from was extremely chaotic. Even Gu Fei could not see anything. Could it be? Gu Fei's eyes lit up as he thought of something. If it really was as he had guessed, then it would truly be amazing. Thinking of this, even Gu Fei couldn't help but become excited. He was just about to use the mountain and river cauldron to protect himself and go forward to investigate when an extreme Tao power suddenly appeared. The power of the extreme Tao's seal erupted, sealing the surrounding space. Runes of the extreme way appeared in the void, and the entire world gradually calmed down. The divine light that had rushed out from the depths of the sealed grounds also quickly dimmed. The ruptured void quickly repaired itself. Finally, the divine light disappeared, and the entire void returned to normal. It was as if nothing had happened. Could it be that the extreme way seal is the reason why the Chaos Devil Realm and the Ancestral God Realm are severed? Gu Fei muttered to himself. One must know that the Chaos Devil Realm and the Ancestral God Realm used to have a passageway countless years ago. However, ever since that battle, the two realms had been cut off from each other. A demon ancestor of the extreme path made a move and sealed an ancient battlefield. Could it be that after countless years, the seal of the extreme path had loosened? If the passageway between the Chaos Devil Realm and the Ancestral God Realm were to reappear, the Chaos Devil Realm and the Ancestral God Realm would no longer be at peace. Let's go back first. Gu Fei thought for a moment, then turned into a beam of chaotic light and left in an instant. At this moment, the battle between the chaotic Golden Rock clan's ancestor Cancel and the Heavenly Horn Demon was still ongoing. The battle between the Extreme Way experts was naturally earth-shattering. Therefore, they chose to fight in outer space because the battle between the Extreme Way experts would affect a large area. Outer space was naturally not the depths of the starry sky, but the true outer space. It was an ancient star field that had yet to be explored in the Chaos Devil Realm, and it was sufficiently far from the ground. However, even if it was sufficiently far away, the aura of Cancel and the Heavenly Horned Demon could still be sensed. Of course, the aura of the extreme way from outer space to the ground was already extremely weak, but it was still frightening. One must know that it was the aura of the extreme way. They're still fighting? When Gu Fei rushed out of the extreme way seal, he immediately sensed the mighty aura of the extreme way from outer space. He frowned and directly rushed into outer space. He merged with the mountain and river cauldron and borrowed its power. Then, he used the 8 desolation steps and displayed the extreme speed of 8 steps. With one step, he crossed an entire starfield in an instant. His speed was unimaginable. After only 5 steps, Gu Fei had already crossed the depths of the starry sky and entered the primitive starfield. The primitive starfield was known as outer space. Unlike ordinary starfields, the primitive starfield still retained the aura of the world when the world was first formed. Here, there were primitive laws of the world, and the void was also extremely stable. Of course, in front of the extreme way experts, even the stable void was as fragile as a thin piece of paper. They could shatter it with just a wave of their hand. Cancel, you can't do it anymore. Die. A loud roar came from the depths of the primitive starfield. A terrifying demonic aura exploded. The figure of a giant beast appeared in the demonic aura. On the beast's head, a horn tore through the world and shattered the void. It pierced towards the figure in front of it. Who do you think you are? You want to kill me? Dream on. Cancel said with disdain. At this time, endless divine light rushed out of his body. Divine runes intertwined with each other and formed a diagram that sealed forward. The heavenly horned beast's body also had problems. It was no longer as powerful as before. It could be said that Cancel and the heavenly horned demon were about the same. It would be very difficult to determine a winner. The power of the heavenly horn demon's horn was extremely strong. It directly broke through the seal. An immortal demonic light rushed out of the horn and pierced towards Quebec. The extreme way's demonic aura exploded. The depths of the primitive starfield shook. Stars that had existed for countless years exploded one after another. Clang! At the same time, the wings on Tsangke's back vibrated. A chaotic divine feather fell from his wings. It turned into a chaotic sword light and slashed towards the immortal demonic light. The sword light formed by the chaotic divine feather collided with the immortal demonic light. The chaotic sword light and the immortal demonic light dissipated in the void at the same time. Even the chaotic divine feather was blown apart. Tsangke was slightly shocked when he saw this scene. Even though he'd blocked the eternal devilish light, one of the chaotic divine feathers on his wings had been destroyed. The heavenly horn demon's horn was indeed powerful. At this time, Gu Fei's figure appeared in the primitive starfield. He didn't make a move. He just stood on a star and watched the battle in the distant sky. In the entire chaotic demon realm, he wasn't the only one who could come to the depths of the primitive starfield to watch the battle. He discovered a few hidden presences. Gu Fei didn't know if there was a real Extreme Way demon ancestor, or if someone was using an Extreme Way demon artifact to watch the battle in the depths of the primitive starfield. Of course, this had nothing to do with him. As long as these guys didn't provoke him, he didn't care about them. The moment Gu Fei appeared, the heavenly horn demon and Tsangke sensed his presence. The heavenly horn demon was shocked when he sensed Gu Fei's presence. He knew that Gu Fei and Tsangke were in cahoots. If the two of them joined forces against him, he would be in big trouble. At this time, two figures were moving quickly in the depths of the primitive starfield. A divine light shot into the sky. The Extreme Way god power was vast. A demonic aura filled the sky. Tsangke didn't use his Extreme Way divine weapon because he had already given it to Gu Fei. If he had the mountain and river diagram, he would have defeated this guy long ago. However, the heavenly horn demon was different. The heavenly horn demon's most powerful Extreme Way demon artifact was his heaven's horn. He had refined it for countless years and had long become an Extreme Way demon artifact. Tsangke was very passive. Without the help of the Extreme Way Dao artifact, he had to dodge the destructive demonic light from the heavenly horn demon's heaven's horn. However, Tsangke was the chaotic golden rock race's ancestor. The chaotic golden rock race's speed was unparalleled. It wouldn't be easy for the heavenly horn demon to defeat Quebec, borrow the mountain and river diagram. Tsangke transmitted his voice to Gu Fei. Gu Fei smiled and waved his hand. A scroll immediately flew out of his sleeve and unfolded in the void. An extreme power immediately erupted from the scroll. As the scroll continued to unfold, the power of the extreme power continued to rise like a mountain torrent. This was the mountain and river diagram, an Extreme Way Dao artifact with a life. When the mountain and river diagram unfolded, there seemed to be a world of mountains and rivers faintly visible. A terrifying power that could devour the world surged out from the mountain and river diagram and devoured the heavenly horn demon. What? The heavenly horn demon was shocked. What he was most worried about still happened. Gu Fei attacked him so quickly and used an Extreme Way Dao artifact right off the bat. Gu Fei, who had fused with the Extreme Way Saint artifact, was equivalent to an Extreme Way sovereign. No matter how powerful the heavenly horn demon was, he wouldn't dare to fight two Extreme Way sovereigns alone. However, he was already enveloped by the Extreme Way power from the mountain and river diagram. He directly used an Extreme Way demon artifact. It was also a demon horn, a primordial demon horn. Primordial demonic power rushed out of the primordial demon horn and broke through the void. The heavenly horn demon didn't dare to hesitate. He rushed into the shattered void and disappeared in an instant. What? Seeing this, everyone was dumbfounded. This heaven horn demon was running away without any grace? That was too unexpected. One should know that the heavenly horn demon was a ruthless character. Who would dare to provoke this guy in the primordial era? The heavenly horn demon's ferocity came from killing. Could it be that he had lived for too long and his ferocity had been erased? Even Tsangke was surprised. The heavenly horn demon's strength was undeniable, but this demon actually ran away. Gu Fei immediately put away the mountain and river diagram. Chapter 3170. The God-exterminating demon palace had been passed down for countless years. It was the primordial demon clan in the primal chaos demon world. This clan had once produced an extreme path demon ancestor. However, the extreme path demon ancestor of the God-exterminating demon palace had disappeared during that battle. Some people believe that the primogenitor of the God-destroying demon palace had fallen, but others believe that the primogenitor was still alive. However, there was one thing that everyone was certain of. After that battle, the primogenitor of the God-exterminating demon palace had never appeared again. As the primitive demons, the God-destroying demon palace had an unshakable position in the primal chaos realm. In the central region of the primal chaos realm, the God-destroying demon palace had a vast territory. The territory of the God-destroying demon palace was almost comparable to the entire western region. This was the confidence of the primitive demons. They had a vast territory and ruled over billions of creatures. The largest territory of the primal chaos realm was the central region. Of course, this was based on the known territory. The primal chaos realm was too big. The unknown territories were much larger than the known territories. This time, the God-destroying demon palace had mobilized a large force to attack mystical Demon Mountain, but they had suffered a defeat. When the news came back, the entire God-destroying demon palace was shocked. In particular, even the second and seventh demonic ancestors had fallen. Such a loss was absolutely immeasurable and difficult to make up for. The 7 great demonic ancestors of the God-destroying demon palace could intimidate the other primitive demons. However, now that only 5 of the 7 great demonic ancestors were left, the situation was different. The Chaos Demon Realm was a world where the strong preyed on the weak. If a weak race wanted to survive, they would have to rely on a strong race. Once the strength of the strong declined, the other strong would hit them when they were down. The Primal Chaos Realm was a world where whoever had the hardest fist was the boss. The fist of the God-destroying demon palace was obviously not as hard as before. The news that mystical Demon Mountain had defeated the God-destroying demon palace quickly spread throughout the cultivation world of the Primal Chaos Realm. It was important to know that the God-destroying demon palace was made up of primitive demons. At this time, the ancestral land of the God-destroying demon palace was heavily guarded. Even people who wanted to enter and leave the ancestral land had to be strictly interrogated to prevent people from mystical Demon Mountain from sneaking in. At the same time, the God-destroying demon palace also sent out countless spies. These spies only had one mission, and that was to closely monitor the movements of the Black Demon Mountain. With the end of the great battle between the Black Demon Mountain and the Destruction Demon Palace, the western region of the Chaos Demon Realm regained its rare peace. However, everyone knew that the peace in the western region was only temporary, because the ruler of the Mystic Demon Mountain had already announced that he would attack the Demon Extermination Palace. The ruler of Mystic Demon Mountain was naturally not Mystic Demon Mountain Master, but Gu Fei. At this time, in the Black Demon Palace on Black Demon Mountain, Gu Fei was sitting on the throne in the middle of the main hall. He crossed his legs and looked at the guys standing below with a faint smile on his face. 3 days had already passed since that battle. The battlefield had already been cleaned up, and the Black Demon Mountain had obtained many good things. It should be known that the Golden Rock Goddess had taken down 3 demon warships. Naturally, there were many good things on the Devil warship. This time, the God-destroying demon palace had really become a transport team, and the first demon ancestor was the captain of the transport team. The strength of the Black Demon Mountain had greatly increased, and on the contrary, the God-destroying demon palace had suffered heavy losses. It was estimated that they would not be able to recover for a long time. Moreover, Gu Fei would not give the God-destroying demon palace a chance to breathe. "How are the preparations going?" Gu Fei said indifferently. Replying to Master, "It's almost ready. In a few hours, we can set off." Below the throne, Mystic Demon Mountain Master said respectfully, "Very good. Did the Falling Moon Demon Palace agree to our conditions?" Gu Fei asked. He did not raise his head to look at Mystic Demon Mountain Master. Replying to Master, "They dare not refuse." Mystic Demon Mountain Master said. He could not help but feel a little proud. The people of the Falling Moon Demon Palace had always been arrogant. Now that he could trample them under his feet, this feeling was really great. Of course, this was all because of Gu Fei. Gu Fei was not someone to be trifled with. The heavenly horned demon had gone against him again and again. Although he did not have any deep hatred with the heavenly horned demon, he could not let him go just like that. No matter what, this old demon had to pay a price. Very well, then you all go and prepare. Gu Fei waved his hand and said he was going to attack the God-destroying demon palace. The people of the God-destroying demon palace were too despicable. They should be thanking the heavens for not causing trouble for him, but they actually dared to attack Mystic Demon Mountain. Weren't they courting death? At the same time, in the ancestral ground of the Falling Moon Demon Palace, the Heavenly Horn Demon's cave was extremely pained. Damn you, Gu Fei. You dare to send people to threaten me? I'll endure it. Once I recover my former invincible cultivation, I'll find you first. The black-robed middle-aged man of the Heavenly Horned Demon Palace was filled with hatred. At this time, 3 incomparably huge warships rushed out of the ancestral ground of the Falling Moon Demon Palace. They were 3 pitch-black Black Moon warships made from Black Moon Demon Iron. Black Moon Demon Iron was a rare type of demon iron. It contained powerful demon essence and was a top-grade material for refining demon weapons. This type of demon iron was unique to the ancestral ground of the Falling Moon Demon Palace. The Black Moon warships were incomparably powerful warships refined by the Falling Moon Demon Palace. These 3 warships were like 3 black demon mountains, emitting a heart-palpitating aura of the demon path. The pitch-black hull was covered with slashes from swords, spears, and halberds. These 3 warships had been baptized by the flames of war. There were only 7 such warships in the entire Falling Moon Devil Palace. This time, they had lent 3 of them to the Black Demon Mountain. This was definitely a big move. The Black Moon warships were very famous in ancient times. Even in the current era, these warships were much more powerful than the demon warships of the God-destroying Demon Palace. It should be known that the entire Black Moon warship was an incomparably huge demon weapon. The Black Moon warships that were like 3 demon mountains rushed out of the ancestral ground of the Falling Moon Demon Palace. This shocked countless people. Each Black Moon warship emitted an incomparably powerful demonic aura. The demonic aura emitted by the Black Moon warships was at the level of a great demon Venerable. Even the cultivators of the Falling Moon Demon Palace, who were tens of thousands of miles away, could sense the presence of the warships. What happened? Is the Falling Moon Demon Palace going to war? Someone said something like that. In the western regions, besides the 2 giants, Mystic Demon Mountain and the Falling Moon Demon Palace, there were countless other forces. Of course, these forces were nothing to the Falling Moon Demon Palace and the Black Demon Mountain. However, these forces were also very afraid that the people of the Falling Moon Demon Palace and the Black Demon Mountain would be carried out on a whim. If that happened, they would be in trouble. At this moment, the 3 Black Moon warships flew across the void like 3 mountains. Powerful waves of demonic power spread out from the 3 warships, causing the entire void to tremble. Soon, the 3 Black Moon warships were far away from the ancestral ground of the Falling Moon Demon Palace. Then, countless demonic patterns emerged on the 3 Black Moon warships. Swoosh! The 3 Black Moon demonic ships broke through the void and disappeared. Not long after, the sky above Mystic Demon Mountain changed color. The sun and the moon lost their light. Beams of demonic light rushed out of the void, and the void rippled like water. Then, the 3 incomparably huge warships passed through the water-like void and appeared directly in the sky above Mystic Demon Mountain. A powerful demonic aura spread out from the 3 warships, alarming all the cultivators of the demons within a radius of hundreds of thousands of miles around Mystic Demon Mountain. Everyone was extremely shocked. The spies of the major forces immediately reported the situation, especially the spies of the exterminating Demon Palace. The Black Moon warships of the Falling Moon Demon Palace appeared in the Mystic Demon Mountain. What is going on? In the ancestral ground of the exterminating Demon Palace, there was a large hall with incomparably powerful figures sitting in it. The person sitting on the throne in the middle was the first demon lord of the exterminating demon palace. The first demon lord of the exterminating demon palace was definitely the existence with the highest status in the exterminating demon palace. On both sides of the hall sat the experts of the exterminating demon palace, led by the remaining demon lords of the 7 great demon lords. As for the others, they were the elders of the exterminating demon palace. Among these elders, some had even followed the first ancestor of the exterminating demon palace. Did they form an alliance? Someone in the hall said, "We can't rule out this possibility." Someone nodded. If the mystic demon mountain really formed an alliance with the falling moon demon palace, then the people of the exterminating demon palace would be out of luck. Even the powerful exterminating demon palace felt a great threat when the two superpowers joined forces. The exterminating demon palace was facing the danger of being exterminated. This was not an exaggeration. Whether it was the mystic demon mountain or the falling moon demon palace, they both had extreme Dao experts. Although those extreme Dao experts were no longer as powerful as they were in the past, they were still extreme Dao experts. What should we do? An ancestor sitting on the lower right side of the throne said. This ancestor was the 3rd demon lord of the exterminating demon palace. We'll deal with it when it comes. So what if the mystic demon mountain and the falling moon demon palace form an alliance? Do you think we're afraid of them? A demon lord sitting on the lower left side of the throne said coldly. That's easy for you to say. They have extreme Dao experts. What do we have? Someone said. Songlong, what did you say? Are you really going to be a coward to the end? Someone said disdainfully. TSK, this guy is a coward. Don't lower yourself to his level. Someone else added. You guys, the expression of the demon ancestor named Songlong changed again and again when he heard this. He had only spoken the truth, but these fellows had pinned the title of coward on his head. In the Great Hall, everyone was criticizing demon ancestor Songlong. Chapter 3171. The primitive demons of the chaotic demon world were very low-key, but the demon-destroying palace and the other primitive demons were the exact opposite. They were very high-profile. The leaders of these two primitive demons were very ambitious. They were not satisfied with the status quo, so the two primitive demons even formed an alliance. The one who formed an alliance with the demon-destroying palace was the Lu clan. The Lu clan had an extraordinary position in the chaotic demon world because the ancestor of the Lu clan might reappear in the world. The ancestor of the Lu clan was a willow tree that was born from chaos. It was a demonic willow tree that was so powerful that it could change the color of the heavens. However, even the ancestor of the Lu clan disappeared. In the ancestral land of the Lu clan, there was a huge willow tree. It was a willow tree that had withered. Some people said that it was the original body of the ancestor of the Lu clan. Only when the soul was destroyed would the original body wither. Some people guessed that the ancestor of the Lu clan had already fallen. However, some people also said that the withered willow tree in the ancestral land of the Lu clan would come back to life. The ancestor of the Lu clan would return and lead the Lu clan to conquer the world. At this time, Demon Lu had already returned to the ancestral land of the Lu clan. As soon as he returned to the ancestral land of the Lu clan, a white-haired old man grabbed him by the collar and threw him into a valley surrounded by devil chi. Ancestor, don't do this to your grandson. Let me out. Demon Lu's anxious voice came from the divine valley. At this time, there were sounds of wind and thunder in the valley. Bolts of lightning fell from the sky and directly crashed into the valley. Demon Lu's pig-like screams came from the valley. Brat, you still don't know how much trouble you've caused. Think about it carefully in there. The white-haired old man said and turned to leave. Don't. Ancestor, I won't do it again. Don't leave me here. Demon Lu said in fear. However, the white-haired old man no longer paid attention to him. He had already gone far away. Rumble. There were sounds of thunder in the valley. Bolts of lightning kept bombarding down from the sky. Demon Lu kept screaming, but no one paid attention to him. This valley was a cage used by the Lu tribe to punish the wrongdoers. The Lu tribe member who was thrown into the valley could not escape unless the people outside let him out. Lumo's status in the Lu clan wasn't low, but there were plenty of people whose status was higher than his. At this time, The news of the exterminating demon palace's defeat had already spread to the Lu clan's ancestral grounds. The Lu clan's higher-ups were shocked. After all, they were allies with the exterminating demon palace. The exterminating god-demon palace had already sent news that all of this was actually done by demonic Lu. Since demonic Lu had tricked the exterminating god-demon palace and caused the death of the two great demon ancestors of the exterminating god-demon palace, this matter was no small matter. If it was true, then even Luimo would suffer a calamity. The people of the exterminating demonic palace would definitely come to question him. In the ancestral court hall of the Lu clan's ancestral lands, a group of senior members of the Lu clan had gathered. The atmosphere in the ancestral court hall was somewhat depressing. No one spoke. The current leader of the Lu clan was called Lu Tianzheng, and the one who had caused the trouble was his direct descendant. To be precise, it was his great-great-grandson. Lu Tianzheng had a great background. He was the son of the Lu clan's founding ancestor. Ancestor, you should say something. I've already thrown that boy into Purgatory Valley to await the clan leader's punishment. A white-haired old man standing in the hall lowered his head and said. Everyone in the hall looked at Lu Tianzheng, who was sitting on the throne. Everyone in the Lu clan was the descendant of the clan leader. No one was more senior than Lu Tianzheng. That's it. It's not a bad idea to let the little guy temper himself. Let him know that there's always a higher sky and a demon above a demon, Lu Tianzheng said lightly. He didn't seem to care at all that demonic Lu had caused such a great disaster outside. But the exterminating god-demon palace, the white-haired old man wanted to say something but stopped. Are you afraid of the exterminating god-demon palace? Lu Tianzheng was a little annoyed. He looked at the white-haired old man below and his eyes became sharp. A powerful pressure spread from his body. No, the Lu clan is not afraid of anyone. I'm just worried that it will affect our alliance with the exterminating god-demon palace. The white-haired old man said, Lueo, why do I feel that you're becoming more and more cowardly? Have you lived for too long? Have you lost your courage? Lu Tianzheng said coldly. The white-haired old man called Lueo began to sweat. That's it. If the exterminating god-demon palace wants to punish us, tell the first demon lord to come find me. You all leave. I need some peace and quiet. Lu Tianzheng waved his hand impatiently. Yes, great ancestor. Lueo didn't dare to say anything else. He hurriedly bowed to Lu Tianzheng and left the hall. Soon, all the higher-ups of the Lu clan left the hall. Only the Lu clan leader, Lu Tianzheng, who was sitting on the throne, was left in the spacious hall. In the Lu clan, Lu Tianzheng was the supreme demon in everyone's eyes. For countless years, no one had dared to challenge his authority. He was the ruler of the Lu clan. Interesting. The supreme demon of the Xin clan? Lu Tianzheng muttered to himself. Chapter 3172. In the sky above the Black Demon Mountain, the 3 Black Moon warships were suspended in the void like 3 demonic mountains, giving off a strong sense of oppression. It was as if a huge stone was pressing on one's heart, making one feel suffocated. At this time, the area within a radius of 100,000 miles around the Black Demon Mountain was shrouded by a fiendish aura. All the spies of the other forces had retreated. It was obvious that the Black Demon Mountain was going to attack the Destruction Demon Palace. There was no need to monitor the Black Demon Mountain anymore. However, the ancestral land of the Falling Moon Devil Palace was very calm. Because the 3 Black Moon warships had appeared on the Black Demon Mountain, many people thought that the Black Demon Mountain and the Falling Moon Devil Palace had formed an alliance. However, when the Black Demon Mountain was preparing to set out, the Falling Moon Demon Palace did not show any signs of abnormality. This surprised the spies of many forces. What's going on? Could it be that those fellows from the Black Demon Mountain didn't form an alliance with the Falling Moon Devil Palace? Outside the Setting Moon Devil Palace's ancestral grounds, a mysterious figure flashed and disappeared. At this time, 2 figures walked out of the Black Demon Palace at the peak of the Black Demon Mountain. They were Gu Fei, and Song Quebec. Song Kei's background was too great. He was the ancestor of the Chaos Golden Rock clan. Existences of this level were almost extinct in the Chaos Demon realm. Even the heavenly horn demon of the falling moon demon palace was probably a descendant of Tsang Quebec Gu Fei, and Tsang Ke boarded a black moon demonic ship. The two of them stood on the deck, and behind them stood Mystic Demon Mountain Master, Devil Rock Emperor, Luo Peng, Phoenix Sparrow Witch, Golden Rock Goddess, and others. The Chaos Demonic Rock Race's Demonic Rock Lady and the Old Man did not appear. There weren't many people standing on the deck of the Black Moon magic ship that Gu Fei and the others were on, but the decks of the other two magic ships were densely packed with soldiers in black magic armor. The Black Moon demonic ship was incomparably large. Even if there were tens of thousands of black demon soldiers standing on the deck, it would not seem crowded. At this time, Gu Fei nodded to Mystic Demon Mountain Master who was standing beside him. Mystic Demon Mountain Lord immediately understood. He stepped forward and waved his hand. "Let's go." Rumble. A mass of demonic light immediately rushed out of the three Black Moon warships. The three warships rose into the sky and broke into the void. The powerful demonic power spread out, and the entire void was shaking. High up in the sky, three mountain-like demonic warships gradually broke through the void. This scene was absolutely shocking. Many figures appeared in the sky. These mysterious people were the demonic demons mountain. The black demonic ship that demonic mountain was broke through the void. Demonic sect. The old ancestor of the falling moon demon palace received the news immediately. The heaven horn demon was incomparably shocked. He thought that Gu Fei and the others were just spreading the news of attacking the exterminating god demon palace to throw them into chaos. However, who would have thought that those fellows on the mystic demon mountain would actually attack the god-destroying demon palace? One should know that the god-destroying demon palace was the primordial demon race of the primal chaos demon world. The power of the primitive demons was beyond doubt. The primitive demons had a very deep foundation. They had been passed down for countless years and still stood tall in the world of cultivation. Since ancient times, no one had been able to shake the primitive demons. However, today, someone had mobilized a large force to attack the primitive demons. When the news spread, the entire world of cultivation in the chaotic demon world was shocked. How is this possible? Someone is attacking the primitive demons? Voices of disbelief came from the ancient lands of some major forces. Some old antiques that had disappeared for countless years jumped out. It should be known that attacking the primitive demons was definitely a major event. Of course, such things had happened before since ancient times. In order to become the ruler of the chaos demon world, some peerless experts naturally had to challenge the ruling position of the primitive demon race. However, all the peerless demons who dared to challenge the ruling position of the primordial demon race ended up dead in the end. In the past 10,000 years, there had been no peerless experts who could challenge the primitive demons. The most recent peerless expert who dared to challenge the primitive demons was the peerless fiendish demon from 15,000 years ago. In the end, the peerless fiendish demon's blood spilled on the ground. He was killed by an expert of the primitive demons outside the ancestral land. His demon blood dyed the ground outside the ancestral land black. 10,000 years had passed, but the smell of blood still lingered outside the ancestral land of the primitive demons. The smell of blood had yet to dissipate. Of course, the primitive demons that Gu Fei and the others were going to attack were not the primitive demons that had killed the peerless fiendish demon. They were going to attack the god-destroying demon palace. Every move of the Black Demon Mountain was under the surveillance of the god-destroying demon palace's informants. When the three Black Moon warships hovering above the Black Demon Mountain took off, the informants of the god-destroying demon palace sent the news back to the ancestral land of the god-destroying demon palace. Soon, a demonic fire appeared in the sky above the ancestral land of the god-destroying demon palace. The demonic fire completely ignored the defensive formation of the ancestral land and directly fell into the depths of the ancestral land. In an ancestral hall in the depths of the ancestral land of the god-destroying demon palace, a figure sitting on a throne waved his hand. A fiery light flew in from outside the hall and fell into his hand. The demonic fire flickered in this person's hand, and his gloomy face flickered. This person was the ruler of the god-destroying demon palace, the first demon ancestor. It's finally coming. As the first demon spoke, he clenched his right hand, and the demonic fire immediately dissipated in the void. He had already read the information in the demonic fire. The demonic fire that was scattered in the void was not an ordinary demonic fire, but a kind of demonic fire that sent messages. This kind of demonic fire was very magical. As long as this demonic fire was released, no matter how far away it would immediately return to its owner. This demonic fire was personally given to the informants of the God-destroying demon mountain by the first demon ancestor. What? Big brother, does the black demon mountain really dare to attack us? A white-haired and white-browed old man sitting on the first seat on the right side of the throne said angrily. His long eyebrows were trembling, and his eyes were wide open, like an angry lion. This old man was the third of the 7 great demon ancestors of the God-destroying demon palace, the long-browed demon ancestor, also known as the third demon ancestor. The reason why the third demon ancestor could sit on the first seat on the right side of the throne was because his second brother, the second demon ancestor, had suffered a tragedy. He had foolishly gone to intercept and kill Gu Fei. As a result, the second demon ancestor of the God-destroying demon palace died. The death of the second demon ancestor and the 7th demon ancestor almost drove the remaining demons of the God-destroying demon palace crazy. When the first demon ancestor returned to the ancestral land of the God-destroying demon palace with his defeated army, he planned to directly go to the Liu clan to denounce them. He wanted to kill that bastard Luimo, who dared to trick him. Chapter 3173. The army of the Black Demon Mountain set off. 3 Black Moon warships borrowed from the falling Moon Demon Palace soared into the sky, escaped into the void, and directly made a void jump. Warships of this level could directly enter the void. This was a kind of magical power similar to teleportation, but the distance was much further than teleportation. They could make a jump across regions. The 3 Black Moon warships, which were as big as mountains, moved quickly in the void under the cover of the demonic light. Outside the demonic ships, there were constantly chaotic lights flitting around the demonic ships. Gu Fei and the others only felt that time seemed to have stopped. After an unknown period of time, a light suddenly appeared in front of them, and the surrounding pitch-black void shook like water waves. Rumble. The void shook, and the bow of the warship that Gu Fei was on had already passed through the layer of wave-like void. Soon, the huge warship passed through the layer of void and appeared in the outside world. We're finally here. Gu Fei looked up at the divine sun hanging high in the sky. At this time, the group of experts on the warship directly came out of the void, and they were not very used to it. Boom. At this time, there was a loud sound. Gu Fei only felt a vibration under his feet, and the huge Black Moon warship was actually moved 1,000 feet away by a powerful force. What? The group of experts on the warship was shocked. They had just arrived here, and they were already attacked. It seemed that the guys from the God-exterminating demonic palace were already prepared. Gu Fei's feet seemed to have grown roots on the deck. No matter how the Black Moon warship shook, his feet were firmly nailed to the deck. He quickly scanned his surroundings and saw a ball of resplendent demonic light rushing out from the peak of a mountain on his right. That ball of demonic light directly bombarded the Black Moon demonic ship that he was on. It turned out that the Black Feather demonic ship had been bombarded by the demonic light just now. The power of this demonic light was frightening, and it could actually shake the Black Moon warship of the great demon Venerable level. Of course, that attack just now did not break the protective demonic light of the Black Moon warship. The defense of the Black Moon warship was very amazing. It should be known that this Black Moon warship was a warship that had been baptized by the flames of war. The body of the warship was left with countless slashes from swords, spears, and spears. Oomph! At this moment, a sneer resounded from Gu Fei's side. After that, a figure charged out and slapped his palm towards the ball of demonic light that was blasting towards him. Boom! With a loud bang, the ball of demonic light exploded. Black chi and demonic fire erupted, instantly enveloping the void within a radius of 10,000 feet. The void was silently annihilated. Boom! At this moment, the demonic array on the Black Moon demonic ship displayed its might. Balls of demonic light shot out from the ship towards the mountain peak in the distance. As the demonic light descended, the mountain immediately exploded, and a figure rushed out from the mountain. "Where are you going?" The person who attacked just now was Mystic Demon Mountain Lord. He immediately chased after him. He took a step forward and disappeared into the void. When he reappeared, he had already caught up to the demon. Swoosh! A sword shadow of the void flashed by, and the head of the demon that escaped flew up. After beheading the demon, Mystic Demon Mountain Lord directly rushed towards the Black Moon warship where Gu Fei was. He returned to the deck and stood beside Gu Fei. "Oomph! What a reckless fellow," Luo Peng said disdainfully. At this moment, the other two Black Moon warships also passed through the void and appeared high up in the sky. However, at this moment, from the endless mountains below, countless demonic lights rushed out at the same time. The balls of demonic lights were like rounds of demonic moons, and they directly shot towards the sky. The three Black Moon warships on the sky bombarded them. In the originally quiet mountains, monstrous waves of demonic power rushed out, and a shocking murderous aura erupted. What? Seeing this scene, countless experts on the Black Moon warship were extremely shocked. How did the people from the god-destroying demonic palace know where they would appear? Gu Fei found it hard to believe. It was obvious that the people from the god-destroying demonic palace had been waiting here. When he arrived, they immediately launched an attack. This was not because there was a traitor on Mystic Demon Mountain, because even Mystic Demon Mountain Lord only knew where they would go at the last moment of the battle. Since there was no traitor, how did the god-destroying demonic palace know where they would appear? At this time, he did not have much time to think, because the countless demonic lights that bombarded from below were about to hit them. If they were hit by the countless demonic lights, even if the three Black Moon warships had stronger defense power, they would still be blasted from the sky by those demonic lights. However, at this time, Song Ke made his move. Endless divine light rushed out from his body, and the divine light turned into divine spears that pierced towards the countless demonic lights that bombarded them. Before the demonic lights hit the Black Moon warships, they had already exploded. The void trembled, and a terrifying aura of destruction spread between heaven and earth. "Fight back!" Angry roars sounded from the three Black Moon warships. The killing formation on the Black Moon warships was activated, and countless formation patterns interweaved. Groups of demonic lights rushed out from the warships and bombarded the mountain ridges below. Loud noises came from below, and the mountain peaks that the demonic lights rushed out from were all blasted apart. Some demons escaped and were not killed by the demonic lights that were blasted out from the warships. However, some demons were not so lucky. The demonic lights that fell from the sky directly annihilated these demons, and not even their dregs were left. Kill! Luo Peng and Phoenix Sparrow Demon Lady made their move. They directly jumped off the warships and chased after the demons that were fleeing in all directions. They were demon lords, and as soon as they made their move, many demons were killed on the spot. Very soon, there were no more demons from the god-destroying demonic palace in the entire mountain ridges. All the demons had been killed. What surprised Gu Fei was that they actually had 0 casualties in the first battle, which was really beyond his expectations. This place was already very close to the ancestral land of the god-destroying demonic palace. Rumble. In the ancestral land of the god-exterminating devil palace, a warship rushed out. It was the devil warship of the god-exterminating devil palace. The god-exterminating devil palace originally had 12 devil warships, but when they attacked the Black Devil Mountain, 3 of the 12 devil warships were destroyed by the Golden Rock Goddess. Now, the god-destroying demonic palace only had 9 warships, but the number was still 3 times that of the mystical Devil Mountain. On the leading warship stood 5 great devil ancestors. The first devil ancestor's expression was incomparably solemn. This battle concerned the survival of the god-destroying demonic palace, and they could not lose. The third devil ancestor and the others had never seen the first devil ancestor so serious and solemn. Could it be that they had no chance of winning even after using the ancestral weapon? Chapter 3174. Rumble. 9 demon warships rose into the sky from the ancestral grounds of the divine demon palace. Each of the warships was filled with divine demon soldiers with their banners fluttering in the wind. The divine demon palace's army had set off. Roar. Loud roars could be heard as mountain-like demonic beasts rushed out from the depths of the divine demon palace's ancestral grounds. There was an expert in black standing on top of each demonic beast. The demonic beasts soared into the sky and escorted the 9 demon warships. They were the most powerful group of people in the divine demon palace. The demonic beasts under their feet were powerful creatures of the demon lord level. Each of the demonic beasts was filled with murderous intent. Roar. A demonic dragon was roaring, and the entire void trembled along with its roar. A black-robed old man stood on the head of the demonic dragon, which was as large as a small mountain. The old man's body was faintly shrouded in black demonic flames, and his body gave off a heart-palpitating aura. The demonic dragon carried the black-clothed old man and directly past the 9 demon warships. Its mountain-like body instantly disappeared into the clouds and mist ahead. The divine demon palace's higher-ups on the leading demon warship were shocked when they saw the scene. What's the fire dragon demon ancestor trying to do? The 3rd demon ancestor said in surprise on the deck of the demon warship. Is he trying to stop the black demon palace's army by himself? The 6th devil ancestor said. This 6th devil ancestor was a fat man. He was fair and plump. When he spoke, the fats on his face trembled. This fellow was practically a human-shaped mountain of flesh. The fire dragon demon ancestor protected the divine demon palace for tens of thousands of years because of a promise. He naturally can't stay out of this when the divine demon palace is facing a calamity. The 1st demon ancestor looked at the direction where the fire dragon demon ancestor disappeared with a solemn expression. But big brother, the other party has the extreme ultimate expert. Isn't he just digging his own grave by going there? The 3rd demon ancestor said in confusion. You're wrong this time. Although Tsankei can use the extreme ultimate force, he's no longer a real extreme ultimate god. The 1st demon ancestor turned to look at the 3rd demon ancestor and said with a smile, not a true ultimate god? The high-level members of the Destruction Demon Palace on the deck were taken aback when they heard this. They had always thought that the mystical demon mountain dared to wage war against the Destruction Demon Palace because they had the support of a supreme martial artist like Quebec. However, they did not expect that Tsankei was not a true supreme being. In the current era, extreme Dao supremes were rare. Even the heavenly horn demon of the Falling Moon Demon Palace wasn't a true extreme Dao devil venerable. However, he was once an extreme Dao devil venerable and could still use the power of the extreme Dao. The morale of the Destroying God Demon Palace was greatly boosted. At this time, Black Demon Mountain Master, who was commanding the army to charge in the direction of the Destroying God Demon Palace's ancestral land, frowned. The clouds in front of them were tumbling violently, and a powerful demonic power was coming from the front. Mystic Demon Mountain Lord hastily ordered the 3 Black Moon magic ships to stop. Just as the Black Moon magic ships stopped, a huge dragon broke through the clouds and rushed out. Gu Fei and the others on the deck were stunned when they saw this scene. The army of the Destruction Demon Palace hadn't arrived yet, but this guy was rushing to die. Which one of you is going to kill this demon dragon? Gu Fei looked at the demon dragon that was rushing over and said. On the head of the demon dragon stood a black-clothed old man. A powerful demonic aura was spreading from the black-clothed old man. I'll go. The Golden Rock Goddess walked out. The other party was a demon ancestor. She seemed to be the only demon ancestor on her side. Even Black Demon Mountain Master was only a great demon venerable, not a demon ancestor. The Meng brothers and Blood Devil were also great demon venerable demons experts, but their cultivation had not reached the level of demon ancestor. The Golden Rock Goddess was extremely strong. Although she was not a demon, she was a god. Moreover, she was a god ancestor of the divine clan. Only god ancestor could compete with the demon ancestor. There were only 4 members of the Golden Rock tribe in the entire Chaos Demon realm. Moreover, this was in the case of a shortage. The uncle of the Golden Rock Goddess was also a god ancestor, and her grandfather was an ancient god ancestor. The ancient god ancestor was far more powerful than the ordinary god ancestors. Okay, Gu Fei nodded to the Golden Rock Goddess. Although Black Demon Mountain Master was the commander of the army of Black Demon Mountain, the real decision-maker was not Black Demon Mountain Master. The Golden Rock Goddess smiled and flew up to the sky from the deck, facing the demon dragon that was rushing over. Compared to the huge dragon, the Golden Rock Goddess was really too small. A sneeze from the huge dragon could blow away her small body. However, in the cultivation world, size did not mean anything. With the appearance of the Golden Rock Goddess, the giant dragon immediately stopped in the void. When the black-clothed old man standing on the head of the giant dragon saw the Golden Rock Goddess, a shocking murderous aura immediately erupted from his body. The Golden Rock Tribe, damn it! The old man gritted his teeth and said, he was the fire dragon demon ancestor that the first demon ancestor had mentioned. Back then, he was a close friend of an ancestor of the Destruction Demon Palace. The ancestor-level existence of the exterminating god Demon Palace had died in the hands of an expert of the Golden Rock race in order to save him. When that ancestor-level existence had fallen, he had asked the Fire Dragon Devil ancestor to take care of the descendants of the exterminating god Demon Palace. Therefore, the Fire Dragon Demon ancestor had guarded the Destruction Demon Palace for tens of thousands of years. He had killed many demons who had come to attack the ancestral land of the Destruction Demon Palace. Who are you? Feeling the murderous aura of the other party, the Golden Rock Goddess's face immediately became solemn. Did this guy have a grudge against her? Be careful, this guy is not simple. At this time, the voice of her uncle rang in the Golden Rock Goddess's heart. What? The Golden Rock Goddess was shocked. This guy could actually make her uncle pay attention to him. What was his background? Could it be that he was really an enemy of their clan? Little bird, ask your adults to come out. You are not a match for me. The Fire Dragon Demon ancestor stared at the Golden Rock Goddess. His eyes were pitch black like two bottomless black holes. It was as though they could devour everything, including the souls of living creatures. The Golden Rock Goddess's eyes only made contact with the Fire Dragon Demon ancestor's eyes, and she felt as though her soul was about to leave her body. Humph, how arrogant. You can say that after you beat me. The Golden Rock Goddess didn't dare to make eye contact with the Fire Dragon Demon ancestor. An extremely powerful wave of divine power exploded from her body. The golden light was vast, and the shadow of a golden rock appeared indistinctly on the Golden Rock Goddess's body. It was as though it was about to fly. The power of the metal element exploded, and the void was shaking. Interesting. Let me send you on your way first. The Fire Dragon Demon ancestor, who was standing on the head of the demon dragon, had a hideous look on his face. A violent aura spread from his body. Roar. The fire dragon under the feet of the Fire Dragon Demon ancestor roared at the Golden Rock Goddess. The huge sound waves scattered the surrounding clouds, but it couldn't shake the Golden Rock Goddess. Boom. The next moment, a ball of demonic fire rushed out from the mouth of the fire dragon and blasted at the Golden Rock Goddess. Swoosh. The Golden Rock Goddess's body shook and two golden wings appeared on her back. The next moment, a golden light rushed out from one of her golden wings and turned into a peerless sword light. It slashed at the ball of demonic fire. With a flash of golden light, the ball of demonic fire was slashed into two halves. At the same time, the Golden Rock Goddess dashed to the front of the Fire Dragon Demon ancestor. She was even faster than the sword light that he released. Buzz. The Golden Rock Goddess's body vibrated. The next moment, endless golden sword light burst out from her body and pierced through the Fire Dragon Demon ancestor. It was the power of a god ancestor. When it was fully unleashed, even the Fire Dragon Demon ancestor would be shocked. Roar. The Fire Dragon Demon ancestor roared angrily. His clothes were fluttering and a ball of fire emerged from his body. Fire-shaped demonic patterns were vaguely visible in the ball of fire. Countless golden sword lights collided with the protective demonic light of the Fire Dragon Demon ancestor. The golden sword lights pierced through the demonic light. However, they could only penetrate about half a foot and could not penetrate any further. However, the next moment, boom, The fire dragon evil ancestor's protective demonic light was shattered, and a fist smashed on his face. With a muffled sound and the sound of bones breaking, the fire dragon demon ancestor was sent flying. His nose was broken and his face was covered with blood. He looked extremely embarrassed. The fire dragon demon ancestor was shocked and angry. In his opinion, the golden rock goddess was just an ant. However, the ant in his eyes had injured him. How could it be possible? At this moment, rays of demonic light rushed out from the dragon horns of the demon dragon. The demonic light was like a demonic rope and instantly entangled the golden rock goddess. Seeing this scene, the experts of the Black Demon Mountain on the Black Moon demonic ship were shocked. Was the golden rock goddess captured just like that? The uncle and grandfather of the golden rock goddess did not take any action. Song Kei did not look worried either. It seemed that they were not worried about the golden rock goddess. At this moment, the golden rock goddess body shook and an extremely sharp sword light immediately burst out from her body. The demonic rope that entangled her was immediately cut off by the sword light. The golden rock goddess flew up to the sky. However, at this moment, the demon dragon opened its bloody mouth and bit at her. It wanted to devour her. At the same time, the fire dragon demon ancestor took action. He attacked with anger and a flame light rushed out from his hand. The speed was extremely fast, and it pierced through the left shoulder of the golden rock goddess. The golden rock goddess was shocked. She quickly performed the golden rock extreme speed and turned into a golden light. She escaped the bite of the demon dragon. Chapter 3175. The strength of the fire dragon demon ancestor was beyond the goddess' expectations. This old demon actually injured the goddess with just one move. Want to escape? Can you? The fire dragon demon ancestor obviously had a grudge against the Golden Rock clan. He directly pounced forward and a ball of demonic fire surged out from his body. It instantly swept out and enveloped a part of the void. The demonic fire that swept out directly swallowed the goddess, who had just avoided the bite of the fire dragon demon ancestor. The goddess roared continuously in the demonic fire. Rays of golden sword light flashed continuously in the demonic fire. She attacked with all her strength, but it was still difficult to break through the layers of demonic fire. Obediently accept your death. The murderous voice of the fire dragon demon ancestor came out from the demonic fire. There were countless fire-shaped demonic patterns intertwining in the demonic fire. It was not an ordinary demonic fire, but a demonic fire formation. The demonic patterns intertwined, and the layers of demonic fire actually trapped the goddess in the demonic fire. She could not escape. Seeing this scene, the experts of the mystical demon mountain were inexplicably shocked. Apart from the 5 demon ancestors, there was actually such an expert in the god-exterminating demonic palace. This old fellow's cultivation seemed to be above the first demon ancestor of the god-exterminating demonic palace. Master, the goddess doesn't seem to be in a good situation. On the deck of the Black Moon demon ship, the mystical demon mountain lord said to Gu Fei. Swoosh! Before Gu Fei could speak, a figure rushed out from behind him. It was a middle-aged man in a green robe. The middle-aged man took a step forward and arrived in front of the monstrous demonic fire. Then, he directly broke through the demonic fire and rushed in. On the deck, everyone was shocked when they saw this scene. However, when they saw who the person was, they understood that the person who made a move was the uncle of the goddess. The uncle of the goddess was called Peng Shi. The grandfather of the goddess had a total of 12 descendants. They were called the 12 sons of the Golden Rock clan. However, for countless years, the 12 sons of the Golden Rock clan died in battle under the pursuit of various forces in the chaotic demon realm. In the end, only Peng Shi and Peng Jia's daughter, the goddess, was left. As for Peng Shi, he was definitely the strongest of Peng Jingtian's 12 sons. Peng Shi's cultivation and battle prowess were already close to Peng Jingtian's. At this moment, as Peng Shi rushed into the demon fire array, the situation inside the array immediately changed. Hualong, it's time to settle the old and new grudges between us. Peng Shi's voice came from the demon fire formation. Uncle, Within the Devil Fire formation, the golden Pong goddess was overjoyed. With her uncle taking action, how could this old demon not die? Swoosh! With a wave of Pong Shi's right hand, a golden light flashed and a hole appeared in the demonic fire formation. With another wave of his hand, the golden rock goddess flew out of the demonic fire formation involuntarily. When the fire dragon demon ancestor saw this, he extended his hand, and a suction force immediately surged out from his palm. He wanted to capture the golden rock goddess. Oomph! Peng Shi waved his sleeve, and another golden light flashed. The sharp golden light slashed towards the fire dragon demon ancestor's right hand. The fire dragon demon ancestor quickly retracted his hand. However, even if he retracted his hand in time, the golden light flashed and cut off half of his sleeve. What? The fire dragon demon ancestor was furious. After not seeing Peng Shi for so many years, Peng Shi's cultivation and battle prowess seemed to have increased by quite a bit. Hualong, hand over your life. Peng Shi did not waste his breath with the fire dragon demon ancestor. He immediately attacked the fire dragon demon ancestor, who was standing on the head of the fire dragon demon ancestor. With a stretch of his hand, a golden hand immediately appeared in the void and slapped forward. Rumble. As the golden hand slapped forward, the entire void trembled. Haha, Peng Shi, it's not your turn to be arrogant in my 9-dragon demonic fire formation. The fire dragon demon ancestor laughed out loud. Demonic patterns appeared around him, and dragon roars resounded continuously. 9 huge dragon shadows appeared in the 9-dragon demonic fire formation. The huge dragon shadows pounced at Peng Shi at the same time, and every demonic dragon surged with monstrous demonic fire. The 9-dragon demonic fire formation was extremely powerful. The demonic fire that spread from the demonic dragon incinerated the void, and every demonic pattern emitted dazzling demonic fire. At the same time, the fire dragon demon ancestor, who was standing on the head of the demonic dragon, slapped the golden hand. A pitch-black demonic hand immediately appeared in the void and collided with the golden hand. Boom! With a loud bang, the golden divine power and the demonic power of the fire path exploded at the same time. The golden hand and the demonic hand dissipated in the void at the same time, and the two forces dispersed. The mighty remnant power caused the entire 9-dragon demonic fire formation to shake. Golden rock spreading wings. Peng Shi roared, and a pair of golden divine wings appeared on his back. The golden divine wings flapped, and 9 supreme sword lights immediately rushed out from the divine wings, emitting extremely terrifying sword chi waves. This was the killing technique of the Golden Rock clan. The 9 sword lights flashed by, and wherever they passed, the void was directly destroyed. The 9 dragon shadows were instantly slashed into 2, and then dissipated in the void. The 9 sword lights continuously slashed the 9 fire dragon shadows, and even directly destroyed countless demonic patterns. They broke the 9-dragon demonic fire formation and rushed out of the 9-dragon demonic fire formation. On the Black Moon warship, all the experts who saw this scene were inexplicably shocked. The Golden Rock clan's Peng Shi was indeed worthy of his reputation. The Golden Rock clan was the archenemy of all the demons in the Chaos Demon realm. Over the years, countless demons had died in the hands of the Golden Rock clan's experts. In the past, the 12 sons of the Golden Rock clan had shaken the world, and they killed countless demons. Those super forces of the demons had paid a heavy price to kill 11 of the 12 sons of the Golden Rock clan, and only Peng Shi was left. The reason why Peng Shi survived was definitely not because of luck. Just as Peng Shi and the Fire Dragon demonic ancestor were fighting in the 9-dragon demonic fire formation, the army of the exterminating demonic palace finally sensed it. In the high sky, the demonic aura soared into the sky, and huge demonic warships rushed over from the distant sky. Their killing aura was vast and mighty, and it made people's hearts palpitate. They are finally here. When Gu Fei saw the mighty demonic aura coming from the horizon, he smiled. Black Demon Mountain Lord, you guys are really bold. You actually dare to mobilize such a large force to attack my exterminating demonic palace. You really don't know the meaning of death. At this time, A loud shout came from the leading demonic warship. The vast demonic voice spread out, and the whole world seemed to be resonating, giving people an incomparably shocking feeling. Oomph! You guys from the exterminating demonic palace are really bold. You actually dare to attack my Black Demon Mountain. This time, my Black Demon Mountain will annihilate your exterminating demonic palace. Black Demon Mountain Lord stood out and said loudly. His voice had a kind of penetrating power, and it actually directly covered the other party's voice. There's no need to say so much. Let's fight. Gu Fei said to Black Demon Mountain Lord. Yes, Master. Black Demon Mountain Lord quickly accepted the order. Then, countless figures immediately rushed out from the 3 Black Moon demonic warships. 100,000 Black Demon soldiers formed into 10 square formations and directly rushed forward, their killing aura shocking the sky. What? The group of higher-ups of the exterminating demonic palace didn't expect the other party to directly attack. At the same time, Black Demon Mountain Lord and the others also rushed out from the deck and directly rushed into the battle formation of the Black Demon soldiers. With their addition, the killing formation formed by 100,000 Black Demon soldiers immediately doubled in power. Kill! With a shocking roar, Black Demon Mountain Lord led the 100,000 Black Demon soldiers towards the 9 demonic warships of the exterminating demonic palace. Kill! On the demonic warships of the exterminating demonic palace, the angry roar of the first demon lord was heard. In the next moment, countless figures rushed out from the 9 demonic warships and instantly formed a demonic formation and rushed towards the 100,000 Black Demon soldiers. This was the exterminating demonic army of the exterminating demonic palace. There were also 100,000 of them, and they also cultivated the combination attack technique. 100,000 exterminating demonic soldiers formed a shocking killing formation. The killing formation was activated, and immortal demonic light constantly rushed out from the killing formation, blasting towards the Black Demon soldiers opposite them. At this time, under the leadership of Black Demon Mountain Lord, the Black Demon soldiers raised the weapons in their hands at the same time, and then attacked the battle formation of the exterminating demonic palace. A terrifying power erupted, and the demonic light that rushed out from the battle formation of the exterminating demonic palace collapsed in the void. The Black Demon soldiers and the exterminating demonic soldiers collided in an instant. With just a slight contact, countless figures fell from the sky. The war broke out, and it was an incomparably tragic war. Battle cries shook the earth, and the demon soldiers continuously fell, their corpses falling from the sky. Soon, the ground was dyed black with demonic blood. Because demonic blood was black, the sky was raining black blood. Gu Fei did not make a move, and neither did Song Quebec. The demonic rock lady in the chaos demonic rock still did not appear, and no one knew where she was hiding. Other than the Black Moon demonic warship that Gu Fei was on, the other 2 Black Moon demonic warships had already rushed forward. The formation on the Black Moon demonic warship was activated, and rays of demonic light rushed out from the Black Moon demonic warship, blasting towards the demonic warship in the distant sky. The 9 demonic warships of the exterminating demonic palace propped up the protective demonic light. The demonic light from the Black Moon demonic warship that was rushing towards the Black Moon demonic warship did not break through the protective demonic light. Although it did not break through the protective demonic light of the Black Moon demonic warship, it caused the entire demonic warship to shake continuously. Counterattack! Counterattack! Angry roars sounded from the 9 demonic warships, and then 9 rays of destructive demonic light directly rushed out from the demonic warship, bombarding towards the 2 Black Moon demonic warships. The killing formation on the demonic warship was a long-range killing formation. It could condense demonic power and then emit demonic light to kill the target. Boom! Boom! 2 rays of demonic light bombarded from the distant sky and directly landed on the protective demonic light of the Black Moon demonic warship that Gu Fei was on. The entire Black Moon demonic warship shook, and the protective demonic light of the Black Moon demonic warship shook as if it could be broken at any time. Chapter 3176. The war broke out. The army of the Black Demon Mountain and the army of the Palace of Destruction of Gods and Demons were engaged in a fierce battle. The battle cries were earth-shattering. Countless corpses of the demons fell from the sky, covering the entire sky. A rain of demonic blood poured down from the sky, dyeing the earth black. At this time, it was noon. The sun hung high in the sky, and the sunlight was blocked by the countless figures in the sky. It was dark on the ground. Kill. The first demon lord of the Palace of Destruction of Gods and Demons rushed out of the demon worship. With a wave of his hand, dozens of Black Demon Mountain's cultivators were beheaded and fell from the sky. The first demon lord rushed over. Wherever he went, there was no one who could resist him. He killed hundreds of Black Demon Mountain's cultivators with a wave of his hand. He was extremely powerful. "I'll deal with you." A furious roar rang out from afar as a golden-colored figure charged towards the first demon ancestor. One by one, the cultivators from the Palace of Exterminating Demonic Gods were blown up into a mist of blood as the figure charged forward. "Damn it! Kill!" The first devil ancestor was enraged when he saw that over 100 of his subordinates were killed in an instant. Even a devil general was beheaded by the other party's sword. With his black hair dancing in the wind, he rushed forward fiercely. Boom! The two figures collided with each other, and a loud sound was heard. The power of the Demon Lord and the power of the God Lord burst out at the same time. Rumble! The space around the two great experts instantly shattered, and a black hole appeared in the sky. A powerful devouring power surged out from the black hole, swallowing all the demon soldiers in the surroundings. The demons that were swallowed by the black hole were instantly turned into clouds of blood mist by the power of the black hole. Their bodies and souls were destroyed. Many of the soldiers of the Palace of Destruction of Gods and Demon Mountain were killed. All the demonic soldiers fighting near the black hole stopped what they were doing at the sight of this. They turned around and fled. A battle between experts of this level was extremely terrifying. The shockwaves from their battle were enough to kill all the demonic soldiers. At this time, the rapidly shrinking black hole suddenly exploded. The destructive power that was shrinking suddenly exploded outwards. The void was collapsing, and the range of the black hole doubled in an instant. Those devil race soldiers who managed to escape in time, whether they were from the god-destroying demon palace or the Black Demon Mountain, were all dumbfounded by the scene in front of them. If they were half a step slower, their bodies and souls would be destroyed. Just then, two figures dashed out from the black hole. One of them shone with a golden light, just like a golden sun, illuminating the black hole. The other figure, on the other hand, was shining with black light, like a black moon, forming a sharp contrast with the golden divine light. It was the golden rock goddess who had escaped from the 9-dragon demon fire formation. She was up against the first demon ancestor, whose cultivation base was much weaker than the fire dragon demon ancestor. "You're courting death." The first demon lord roared and attacked the golden rock goddess. When his eyes opened and closed, immortal demonic light turned into demonic swords that pierced towards the golden rock goddess. "You're the one courting death. Your whole family is the one courting death." The golden rock goddess shouted, and the golden wings on her back trembled. Rays of golden sword, she immediately rushed out from her wings and went to meet the demonic sword that pierced through the air. The golden sword chi collided with the demonic swords. Then, the two types of sword chi exploded, and a pitch-black black hole appeared in the void. The power of the exploding swords shattered the void. What first demon lord? He's just as... The goddess of the golden rock race spoke in disdain. Her gaze was incomparably sharp as her killing intent soared into the sky. She directly executed the killing technique of the golden rock race. The two golden wings on her back actually flew up, transforming into two immortal golden, heavenly blades that cleaved towards the first devil ancestor. The golden heavenly sabers were extremely fast. The moment the two saber lights flew out from the back of the golden rock goddess, they were already in front of the first demon lord. What? The first demon lord was shocked. The opponent's speed was too fast. Without thinking, he instinctively shook his body and a ball of demonic light surged out from his body. The two golden heavenly sabers slashed at the demonic light in front of the first demonic ancestor. The two heavenly sabers actually broke through the layer of demonic light around the first demonic ancestor and slashed at his body. In the next moment, demonic blood appeared. The first demon lord's left arm flew off, and there was a deep wound on his chest. Roar! The first demon lord stumbled back. His hair was a mess and his blood-red eyes were filled with madness. He never expected that he, the first demon lord of the exterminating god demon palace, would be injured by a junior of the Golden Rock race. Very good. The first demon lord gritted his teeth and glared at the Golden Rock goddess. In the next moment, the demonic blood that splattered out from his body started to burn. The burning devil blood transformed into faint and illusory devil shadows that pounced towards the Golden Rock witch. At this moment, the two golden saber lights had already returned to the side of the Golden Rock goddess. The Golden Rock goddess immediately used the golden heavenly saber to slash at the demonic shadows. However, the two saber lights slashed through the demonic shadows. The demonic shadows were not destroyed. The Golden Rock goddess was shocked. She immediately retreated, but the demonic shadows followed her like shadows. In an instant, they were in front of her. Preposterous! The Golden Rock goddess clenched her teeth and bit the tip of her tongue, spitting out a mouthful of true blood. The true blood splashed onto the demonic phantoms, and they instantly dissipated in the void. However, the blood on the Golden Rock goddess's tongue also disappeared along with the demonic shadows. You're ruthless. You ignited your true blood to form demonic shadows. You don't mind hurting yourself? The Golden Rock goddess sneered. After she spat out a mouthful of blood, her face turned slightly pale. Using true blood to break true blood was the key to breaking the first demon lord's killer move. You're ruthless too. The first demon lord gritted his teeth and said. At this moment, his severed left arm had already been reattached. The deep wound on his chest had also healed. Again, the Golden Rock goddess roared angrily and attacked the first demon lord again. Do you think I'm afraid of you? The first demon lord countered with equal harshness and went straight for the Golden Rock goddess. The two experts started fighting again. You're tuning in to the Warrior Lore YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.